Sports YouTube channel.
Ibang araw na, pero andito pa rin kami sa Mall of Asia Arena sa Pasay City dahil meron tayong bakbakan between these two teams. Back in business nga ba? Tuloy-tuloy na ba ang mga panalo nitong dalawang koponan na sanay umabot hanggang championship? TNT and San Miguel ang ating laban. Ako po si Charlie Cuna. This is the Dean, Kinito Henson. TNT and San Miguel, you know, they meet in the playoffs. Bakbakan yan late into the round ng ating mga conference. But now this is an early meeting in a Group A action, Dean.
At saka, pareho silang bitter corporate rivals. They're both flagship teams or their respective conglomerates. And mind you, in the Philippine Cup of this season, nagtapo yung dalawa and San Miguel winning the championship 4-2. But in the last Commissioner's Cup, tinalo po ng TNT and San Miguel. Now, they're in Group A at makikita po natin yung record ng San Miguel is 4-1 and TNT 2-2.
And nakita nga natin, so SMB's up there and Lex winning again earlier against Converge. So talagang wala pang bahid ang kanilang record. San Miguel wants to try to keep a pace and continue winning. Draw to 5 wins para umabot naman dyan. But yung TNT nasa middle of the pack lamang, 2-2. So siyempre kailangan iangat nila yung kanilang standing. And they were able to do that last time out because they defeated TNT at the buzzer, Dean.
Well, big shot coming from Rey Nambatac. Siya nagpapanalo sa TNT. But you take a look at some of the interesting stats of that contest. Offensive rebounds, +7 on TNT sa second chance points because of the dominance of the offensive glass. 21-10 ang advantage ng Tropang Giga 5G. And then turnovers, ang dami ng turnovers ang Converge. And very good at preserving possessions on TNT. 7 turnovers only in that contest.
And see the TNT squad getting ready. Naka-checkered shirt, naka-CVs pa rin si Calvin Oftana. May bagong mukha sa kanilang lineup. Hindi actually bago to dahil naglaro na sa kanila a couple of seasons ago in the 48th season ng PBA. Si Raleigh Hollis Jefferson, ang apelyido, very familiar. Pero yung first name niya, maybe not as much kasi 3 games lamang ang kanyang nilaro back in season 48.
Older brother ni Ronde Hollis Jefferson is back to relieve Darius Days. And you know yung kanyang average in the Commissioner's Cup back in the season 48, he had a 50-point game against Rain or Shine. Then he had a 35-point game and then a 27-point game. So this guy is a scorer. How he fits with the TNT as a late replacement remains to be seen.
That's right. Let's talk to Apple David for a bit.
Charlie and the Dean, the injury list for TNT is getting longer. Already without Oftana, Castro, and BGR. Ngayon pati si RR Pogoy is on the reserve list with a hyperextended knee. Inactivate nga nila si Poy Eram, pero si Poy hindi pa rin 100%. Dagdag pa dyan, Jordan Heading sustained a shoulder injury last game, kaya naman game time decision siya. He didn't get to practice leading to tonight's game. Charlie and Dean.
Thanks a lot, Apple. In fact, I asked Poy Eram just moments ago, kamusta? Okay ka na ba? And he just shook his head and said, tinan natin. Diba? So,
pero si BGR nakita ko in uniform and there's talk that he may play depending on the situation.
Kung yung close game ng TNT, yung last game nila against Converge, ito namang San Miguel, hindi close game ang nangyari dito din.
That was a big blowout. San Miguel beating Titan Ultra 143-105 in a game where they dominated the rebounds 48-40. Yung paint points also dominated by San Miguel, 68-50. That's plus 18 for them. Pati yung bench ng San Miguel na those figures hindi natin nakikita sa screens, but they're significant numbers. Yung bench points ng San Miguel, 59 against only 31 for Titan Ultra. And then of course, you see the assist on your screens, 34 assists yung perimeter points, plus 19 ng San Miguel. Second chance or second half points, 82 points ang ginawa ng San Miguel. And that was a complete blowout where George King didn't even play in the fourth quarter.
Ganun na nga, kasi ganun kalaki na yung lamang nila. Pinagpahinga na lang nila ito. So puntahan natin si Mark Luzon. He is our venue announcer again dito sa Mall of Asia Arena. Starting lineups po, San Miguel, saka TNT.
The San Miguel Beermen. Let's meet the starting lineups first from the TNT Tropang 5G. At guard from Opal Misamis Oriental, number 6, Rey Nambatac. From Cavite, also at guard, number 35, Kim Aurin. At center from Ilocos, number 32, Henry Galinato Jr. At forward, number 11, Rallier Hollis Jefferson. And from Cagayan de Oro City, also at forward, number 12, Glenn Cobontin. Head coach of TNT's Chuck Reyes. And now introducing the starters for the San Miguel Beermen. From Alcala, Pangasinan, at guard, number 7, Jeric Ahan Missy. Also at guard from Ilocos Sur, number 13, Marshall Lassiter. From Pinamalahan, Cebu, at center, number 15, June Mar Fajardo. At forward from Tabaco Albay, number 91, Rodney Bronyal. And also at forward, number 94, George King. Head coach for the Beermen is Leo Austria. Game officials are Peter Balao, Kenny Halley, Brian Peclaro, and Carlo Vergara. This game is under the supervision and regulation in the game.
Coach Leo on your screens. So he's present for the second night in a row for our second game. The crew chief, Peter Balao. Brian Peclaro's there as well. Kenny Halley, Carlo Vergara. These are the starters for Coach Chot Reyes, the birthday boy. And for San Miguel Beer on the other side, it's going to be Coach Peter Martin doing a lot of the coaching again sa game na ito. May birthday rin sa side ng San Miguel, no? Si Ato Agustin naman, assistant coach nila, of course, former MVP dito sa PBA. So, sino kayang may happy birthday? Si Chot ba o si Ato? Yan ang tanong.
Malalaman natin yan maya-maya. June Mar Fajardo is making his second start in his conference, and this is his fifth game, his fifth appearance sa ating Governor's Cup. Let's see what June Mar Fajardo can do here because he will be paired with Rodney Bronyal.
Rallier handling, going over to Galinato Jr. Had a good game sa huling laban nila. Glenn Cobontin to Kim Aurin, bumitaw, top of the key three. A bit off target, and George King gets rebound number 1.
Such a sleek player, George King. Someone who can also pass the ball aside from getting the points. He had 8 assists last time out. Ito, pinasa niya. He's not forcing his shots. Ito naman si JMF.
Oh, that's a block. Huwag na hindi pwedeng i-underestimate yung haba ng mga arms ng mga Hollis Jefferson. They've got those long limbs. Step back 3. Rey Nambatac can't put that in, but Galinato keeps it alive. Hollis Jefferson, the short jumper, will roll away. June Mar almost tapped it into the wrong basket, but he got it back.
All misses so far in this game. And you wonder, is it going to be a very defense-oriented game? San Miguel, of course, you know, they like it high scoring. They're number 1, San Miguel natin in offense, averaging close to 120 points a game. Pero elements of surprise. This is the first time that Rahir is facing San Miguel in his PBA career. And he gets the first basket of this game.
That's right, the mid-range jumper is a weapon na napakita niya sa atin sa huling stint niya dito sa PBA. Jeric Misi, what a game the last time out. But he missed his first shot. Marshall Lassiter getting back to usual form with more minutes. But this time he sets up Rodney Bronyal, who hits that mid-range sort of a set shot.
But the assist coming from Lassiter, and that's a good sign for San Miguel. They need to keep that ball moving.
It's going to be Rodney trying to take on Hollis Jefferson. Cobontin gets closer, takes the mid-range. That's too strong. Galinato keeps it alive another time. Pangalawa na yan.
Good rebounding position para kay Galinato over JMN.
Sidestep ni Nambatac and a reach in from one of the white shirts. It's going to be a foul. Titira ng dalawang free throws si Rey Nambatac na naka-30 puntos sa huling laro nila. And the most important were the 28, 29, and 30th point. Yun yung 3-point at the buzzer to win that ball game. Pasukin natin yung Dinsis habang nag-free throw si Rey.
Well, for TNT, unang-una, they need to pressure San Miguel into turnovers because San Miguel happens to lead the league in most turnovers, 17.8 a game. They need to improve the shot selection. Number 12 lamang sa field goal percentage ng TNT, 42.7%. They gotta be more patient in executing the half-court offense. And of course, the element of surprise. Hindi alam ng San Miguel kung paano naglalaro ito si Raleigh Hollis Jefferson. It's the first time that they're facing him. And it's going to be a nice surprise that TNT has for San Miguel in this game.
Hits them both, so it's 4-2. Early tally natin. We'll go into the Dinsis for the Beermen.
Ito naman, keep the defense guessing. They're number 3 in assists, 24.8 assists a game. And for TNT, they are giving up 20.3 assists a game. It's important that San Miguel keeps that defense guessing by moving that ball around. They had 34 assists in that last game against Titan. They need to control the interior. And of course, King's royal treatment. Not only a scorer, but also an excellent passer and a rebounder. He's a versatile all-around player.
That's a miss from Hollis Jefferson. June Mar saves it. Galinato hesitated, but then gets the basket anyway. Might have shuffled his feet, as the Beermen are claiming, but Galinato Jr. gets it to go anyway.
And Charlie, that's a danger if you're trying to save the ball at the end line and you're not on your side of the court. Kung makuha ng kalaban, it's going to be an easy 2 points.
That's right. Lassiter, quick release from 3. In and out. Obundin the rebound.
So far, ang TNT doing a good job of controlling the boards. Even as Aram is going to be able to play, and I think maybe even BGR.
That's a miss, and rebound taken by Rodney Brondial, who likes grabbing those rebounds. George King up ahead to June Mar, running the floor, and he finishes with the left hand. I like that find from George King. He saw the big man running the lane.
And I think he's developed his passing skills dito sa ating Governor's Cup. He had 7 assists in a game earlier before that last game where he had 8 dishes.
That drop pass went awry. Pupunta na sa San Miguel Beer. Atake si George. Knocked away by Galinato Jr. First personal on Henry. Or is it Cobuntin? And Poy Erams finally going to make his debut. It's been a while since we've seen him on the floor. Ito yung running big man. Parang pareho yung stylist ni George King at ni June Mar Fajardo. Yung mga buhok nila
Nag-uusap sila.
Pareho yung talbog eh. George King at the line. And this fellow, he's a scorer. He likes to play to the crowd. And he's so familiar now with the Filipino way of basketball.
And let's also mention that this guy's an NBA veteran. He did play for the Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks in 2 separate seasons, although he played only a total of 5 games. Still, to make it in the NBA, that's a big achievement.
Tama. Here's Ral here, getting a little bit up there in years. He's now 35 years old.
Possession arrow, and he's going to point to San Miguel.
Yep, it's heading to the Beermen side. As natayap nga ni Rodney ang import.
And the players are now getting more and more used to these FIBA rules as we come close to being in total conformity.
Ano say mo, Apple?
Well, getting that 38-point victory versus Titan, it was important for San Miguel to sustain the template of game they want to play, especially nung second half. They had more assists and a good flow on defense, focusing on their own game as they anticipate nga itong laro nila kontra TNT na hindi nga daw nila sigurado sinong lalaro at anong ilalaro nitong bagong import. The Beermen are looking to bring the good patterns from last game here tonight as Coach Peter Martin Pareno will call the shots for them. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Apple. Well, you know, it's really that fourth quarter where they broke the game wide open against Titan.
Rey Nambatac, so aggressive. Kita natin kung anong ginawa niya dito, attacking the defense and going strong, close to the hole.
You can sense it. Talagang bumabalik ng kumpiyansa ni
Yeah.
Rey Nambatac. He really lost it last conference. He would shake his head and not understand why he was missing even free throws and easy layups. But of course, a game winner and a 30-point night can change your whole outlook. And I believe it has.
Well, he's averaging close to 30 minutes a game, while in the Commissioner's Cup only 21.
Here's Jerry Cahandisi, tapped from behind. Nambatac hits it out of bounds. It'll stay with San Miguel Beer. But just a second on their shot clock, Dean, so they need to go automatically.
And very early sub here ni Coach Chot. Inipo niya muna si Hollis Jefferson. He may not be in game shape. Here we go. There's the stop.
Nambatac attacking again. Goes outside to Poy. Interesting to see anong kondisyon ng laro ni Poy Eram. There's another basket from Rey Nambatac. It's bouncing the right way for Rey.
Well, he now is the leading local scorer ng TNT. Check that. He's the leading overall scorer. Because si Darius Days hardly had any
Correct.
points across his name.
That's right. Kaya naman mabilis na dispatcha yung import na yun.
Nice seal here by JMF.
Powering up. Sandwiched by two players, Varilla and Eram. And one of them's going to get called for a foul. And Chot Reyes not too happy about that call as he sends in Gio Halalon. Watch this drive from Rey Nambatac. Kunyari, papasa eh.
Just enough body English to put that ball inside the holes. JMF now at the line. Not exactly the best conference in his career, averaging only 8.2 points a game. His free throw percentage is really quite low, 42.9%. He's doing 3 out of 7 from the line in this conference.
I think all those numbers will right themselves as we move along, but
Yun, 2 out of 2.
2 out of 2 para kay June Mar. Papasok si Sean Quitevis. Papalitan si Glenn Kubuntin. Quitevis has really moved himself into the rotation of Coach Chot. Varilla activated for this conference. Goes over to Eram. Eram will take the 19-footer and put that one in. And there's a foul on the rebound play. Marshall Lafferty shoving Varilla at nahuli si Marshall. Sabi ni Marshall, he pushed me too. So, nagtulakan yung dalawa. Nakataon lang kasi tumilapon si Varilla. Nakita ng referee. Timeout na tinawag with 5:56 to go in quarter 1.
We can suck off him a little bit, but he's going to do all the dirty work. That's why he's inside. 30. Kitevis is going to do all the dirty work. So we can suck off him. We play 80-20. Let's go.
Well, what can we say? Rey Nambatac in that game kontra sa Converge. He did make the winning shot, but prior to that, the reason why they were in the game was really because of him. 30 points nga kanyang naitala doon. Yung import nga 10 points lang eh. So he and Jordan Heading were the two-headed beast that made sure the game was close enough for them to have a chance at the end.
That was a big game, especially in the way TNT shot from the outside. Naka 14 3-pointer sila in that contest compared to only 10 for Converge. And in that game, yung mga tinira ng TNT from 3 and 4 comprised 50.5% of their total shots. Itong ginawa ni Rey Nambatac, solid na solid the performance niya. And inangkat niya yung kanyang performance from the Commissioner's Cup to how he's doing now, where he's averaging 19.2 points, where in the Commissioner's Cup, ang average niya was 5.5 points.
At si Apple may kwento rin tungkol dyan.
Yes, ginamit ni Rey Nambatac yung 10-day off-season break nila to reset his mind. Tulad na nabanggit ni Dean kanina, he struggled last conference kasi na-pressure daw siya masyado. He was overthinking, umabot sa punto na papunta pa lang siya sa laro, puro negative thoughts na yung bit-bit niya. And as a result, naging stagnant and mechanic yung kanyang laro. He had the realization na hindi dapat niya pinipressure yung sarili niya, pressure na he couldn't handle. So he went back to just really enjoying the practices, enjoying the game, and as a result, mas maganda yung naging rhythm niya sa laro. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks a lot. June Mar Fajardo. Tatlong nakaitim ang nakapaligid sa kanya ron. Na wala sa kanya yung bola momentarily, but then he recovered and puts the basket in. 3-point play opportunity, a chance to tie it up.
But the whole idea of TNT in fielding this very defense-oriented lineup is to make San Miguel Beer take a lot of time on their 24-second shot clock. Pero, you know, the formula to beat that, bigay kaagad yung bola kay June Mar Fajardo. Even if there's just about 5-6 seconds left in the shot clock, Fajardo is gonna do his thing. Yun, si Fajardo already now with 7 points in this contest.
And we're knotted up at 13 all, 5.5 remaining.
Varilla, defensive player. Halalon is a very pesky defender. And Kiteves is also known for his defense. So those three guys are heading the defensive unit on the floor.
Halalon trapped at the corner, went inside to Era. And Boy was quick to react and make the basket. He felt lonely inside. Hinahanap niya si June Mar Fajardo ron. Nag-hesitate pa siya.
Oo. Look at the way the defenders of TNT are making it difficult for the ball to be handled and forcing another miss from George King.
George King.
Wala pa siyang field goal dito. The only points of George King came from the line.
Outside to Varilla, who swings it to Halalon. He'll hoist up a three. Back rims it.
It's tough to out-rebound George King.
King kicking it out to Donty in the paint. Heard the contact. No. Here comes Aurin.
Nakakuha naman ng stop ang TNT. And now they're pushing. As soon as they get the stop.
Aram now facing up. Wanted to go back door, takes it over. June Mar Fajardo off target. Varilla trying to keep it alive but taps it out of bounds instead. Ball will be San Miguel. Babalik si Ralier pati si Henry Galinato Jr. Obviously limited ang minuto ni Aram dito kasi matagal na wala yan.
Pati si Ralier.
Trying to bring him along slowly.
Look at the full court press here. At ang nagdadala ng bola ngayon for San Miguel is Jericho Cruz.
Looking for June Mar again. Look at Galinato Jr. Preventing that pass but could not save it from going out of bounds. 6.7 to shoot. 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
At nagbubunga itong full court press ng TNT. Only 6 seconds left. So San Miguel now struggling to get a shot off and then they lose the ball.
Oh, nakuha na pa sila ng bola. Tumatakbo si Gio. Goes over to Ralier. Oh, pero humarang sa kanya si Henry Galinato. The spacing was horrible. And I think Halalon chose the wrong side to pass it to, given the situation.
And here's another steal.
They
Another
get it anyway.
turnover.
Ito siguro, pwede na.
Oh, Manides! Oh, Manides!
Nailang siya kasi nandun si George King. Akala niya sasabayan siya. That's 2 in a row.
I don't think Ralier is in game shape. Oh
You could see
my!
it. Nakita niya talaga nandun si George King. Another miss though, so they force another one, or at least they get another chance. Pass inside, Galinato Jr. will make sure of it this time.
Halalon making things happen with his pinpoint passing. Wow! We've seen a lot of unexpected things dito sa
Ito yun, no? Diyan
contest.
Nag-screen
Oo.
screen his own player, and then this one, watch, he's gonna see King. So, parang nag-hesitate siya eh. And hindi naman tumalon para si King. Should have been an easy one for...
Tsaka hindi pa niya nakuha yung offensive rebound. But here's the pass. Halalon, excellent assist. Nahanap niya si Galinato. Kanina nahanap niya si Poyera.
Give us a warm welcome and round of applause to the Stonewall and Action Jackson, Mr. Chris Jackson. Welcome back to the PBA.
Raleigh, Hollis, Jefferson is going to be coming back here in the league. And this time, earlier in the conference, nung last 10 kasi nga, patapos na yung ating komperensya. And little time lang kasi meron siya to prepare for this game. And so, ang focus lang niya, create positive impact sa kanyang kupunan and score as many as he can. And he noted na most of their injured guys are their scorers. So talagang ine-expect siya to carry the scoring load for the Tropang 5G. Gentlemen?
Salamat. Well, so far, not a good sign sa kanyang ginagawa dito. He's got 2 points. He missed 2 layups. And let's see what else he can do. But you know, he's capable of scoring. Sabi nga natin kanina, he had 50 points against Rainer Shine in his first stint in the PBA.
And not too shabby 37-point average din. So, natin kaya niyang sumut.
One-on-one, George King against Ralier.
The hook pass goes over to Troliano. Quick release, but that's way off target. Parang pinasa na niya sa kalaban. Halalon, looking to Kitevis and says, sige, ako na lang.
While they're pushing the ball, they're getting the stops. Maganda yung kanilang depensa. Ay naman si Paulo Hernandez ang nagdadala. Kanina it was George King.
So, Hernandez and Ahan Misi, the newcomers, nagagamit no? They use it in almost every game. Cruz down to Big Mo. Mo will turn against BGR and get stuffed. So good to see BGR back on the floor as well.
We were talking about BGR, that he was suited up and that he was going to play.
Rachlier now trying to get into the paint, bounces over to BGR. Short jumper for him. It rolls out. Hernandez the rebound. He's going to push it. This guy can play the point. Goes over to King. King crossing over, but then he lost it.
Now he's forced to pass the ball. He can't seem to get...
Nakuha na naman ng TNT.
He can't get a good vision.
Davis to Halalon. Kick to Aurin. 3 on the way. Bang! Pasok!
Kim Aurin with a big three-pointer. And that's the first three-pointer of this entire game. 9 points na lamang ng TNT.
Yeah, good run.
Getting the job done defensively. Eto na naman, a bad shot.
Speaking of
bothered
defense,
by Ralier.
that was a nice challenge by Ralier. Umangat din siya ron. But he's winded. You can see he's asking for a substitution. So labas muna siya.
Kagad. Tagal na yata hindi naglalaro ito. Ralier Hollis Jefferson, 35 years old.
Actually, that was the question in my mind. Saan kaya galing ito? Is it game shape? Did he just come dahil kailangan ng ayuda ng dating koponan niya? Habang inaantay si little brother.
He's made Finland his second home. He's played there for three years. Varilla. He's gonna attack.
Oh, that's a block from George King getting high up. No contest there. Nobody's saying it was goal.
That's a foul.
Gets the front rim. Paulo. Offensive rebound outside the Jericho Cruz. 10 to shoot, a minute and 10 to go in the period.
Hindi nakakasaksakan San Miguel. That defense is pretty tight.
George,
it's holding up.
Checks the clock, has to put it up. He lost it. Binato na lang.
Nawala.
24-second shot clock violation. And TNT's defense is up to par in this ball game so far.
And you know, the movement of TNT's defense, sumusuho na sila at the right time to catch San Miguel off guard.
Drake Ahilig comes into the game for San Miguel. Upo muna si George King and Kevin Ferrer comes in as well.
Right now, TNT is putting on a clinic. A defensive clinic on San Miguel.
Ferrer to Nambatac. BGR. Some motion sa opensa ng TNT. Lots of handoffs as Kitevis returns it to BGR. Nambatac fakes the 3. Will go to Ferrer. This guy can take it, but they need to put it up. He gives it to Rey instead. No go. So nothing's open sa na yun. Mo Tautua takes it across.
And that time, excellent defense by San Miguel.
Mo.
Not giving any vision.
Oh, he lost his footing, but was still able to put the ball up and in.
That's what you call body control.
Parang napatid na nga siya ron, but 3-point play opportunity pa rin. Check this out, watch.
Ang lakas ni Mo.
Parang siyang wala yung balance.
Oo. And he put it up with his left hand. Pumasok.
That's a play of the half brought to us by Sports Plus.
Ralier is checking back in with 26.5 seconds to go. But Coach Shot is giving him extended rest on the bench. I think this is his third time to re-enter the game.
And a miss on the bonus free throw. So TNT with probably the last shot of the game coming up. Of the first period, rather, coming up. So Halalon takes his time. Pa-dribble lang muna.
Walang galawan. Now there's going to be some movement here. There is a screen, and I think it's going to be a foul. May foul to give.
Yeah, with Halalon trying to sell it in the act of shooting, I don't think Carlo or referee Brian Peclaro would agree. So they're gonna inbound it right in front of their own bench.
May foul to give pa ang San Miguel. They're not yet in the penalty.
Nambatac dancing with Kahilig. Up fake. Turns. Ferrer will release. Off the glass! John! Pascal Ferrer off the glass. And they're gonna count that.
Yeah, and
way
beating
ahead.
the clock. Was that a 3 or a 4? Teka, tingnan natin.
Mukhang nakatapak sa 4-point line, but
Oh, that's a 3. They
That's gonna
count the
count.
basket. What a shot. It's a 10-point lead by TNT.
I never really questioned the heart of Rey Nambatac. Tsaka yung next man up attitude nila nandyan. No? All these guys helping out in one way or another. Aurin, Kitevis, Ferrer, Halalon, Galinato Jr. supporting Nambatac and Jordan heading in that last game. Minamalas lang talaga yung shooting ni Nambatac past 2 conferences. But andyan yung desire niya to help his team win.
Pero ito, nabibigyan siya ng pagkakataon. Especially now that Pogoy is not able to play in this game.
Oh, that's short from Kitevis. Really not an offensive player. Just you have to think about it, di ba? Wala nga ang Pogoy, so he's a scorer. Heading maybe, wala na rin. And at the guard position, the lead guard position, there's no Jason Castro. Di ba? So talagang si Rey Nambatac inaasahan ni Coach Chot Reyes. Here's Jericho. Nice double. Kahilig passing to the baseline. Hernandez, a couple of fakes. Gives it to Mo. And he can't shoot.
Big rebound here for Gio Halalon.
Matindi depensa ng TNT talaga. Halalon, the looper. Bounces out.
Fall inside.
Kitevis battling.
Playing without an import at this point.
Jericho. Well, historically, these two teams have had great all-Filipino lineups. Sila yung may mga trophy na naiuwi, di ba? Yung sunod-sunod na all-Filipino.
Championship pedigree. Look at that double team on Jericho Cruz.
He misses, Trollano gets it, and he gets clobbered. I think it's going to be Halalon. But BGR also swiped at Don. So Don 2 free throws. Trollano, another guy who can put up numbers. We're gonna throw it over to Apple one more time.
Coach Peter Martin's last huddle was all about giving confidence sa kanyang mga players. So looking at the score, sabi niya, okay lang yan as long as we play hard. Tinuro niya isa-isa tong 5 nasa floor. Sabi niya, you play hard, you play hard, you play hard. Jericho, you do whatever you want. As long as you guys are playing hard, looking at the lineup, all of you can switch. Balik sa inyo.
Yun eh. Play hard lang, play hard lang.
Play hard, oh. But the story of the first quarter was yung depensa ng TNT, holding San Miguel to just 26.3% from the field. That's really a big low as far as field goal percentage is concerned.
Yung matindi ron. Ang ganda na nga ng depensa mo, tapos clicking pa yung opensa mo. That's why you're in the driver's seat by 10 points starting this second quarter. But so far, Nothing yet from TNT, but a foul was called. It's going to go from the baseline. Kitevis will inbound. Hollis Jefferson is being yanked in and out sa lineup. And now he's back in. Ferrer, his second one maybe. Nothing there. Nambatac kept it alive. Halalon. Susubok ng tres. Up ahead was Jericho Cruz and a nice pitch ahead. And the finish from Jericho.
A very rare transition basket for San Miguel. By the way, yung TNT, gumagamit na ng 10 player dito. So a lot of bench players getting exposure from Coach Chot Reyes.
Kevin gets that pass inside to Kitevis. Kevin thinking about it, will drive, drop it. Halalo on the layup. These two guys who used to play together on the national team hook up for that play. Cruz down to Big Mo. Tried to pass it, tipped away by Hollis Jefferson. But it goes to Trollano.
And he will score.
And it, that happened also earlier. You
that
mentioned
was a
it.
good
When you
break.
save it on that side of the floor, you can give it right to the offensive player for an easy layup.
Unti-unti nakakabalik ang San Miguel. Even without Jerica and Mizzi, even without JMF on the floor.
6-2 ang score in the second quarter in favor of SMB. Rahir trying to get free, no way, takes it anyway.
Oh, that's a tough shot.
Can't get the bounce, but look at Nambatac out rebounding Mo Tautua. Tries to go baseline and draws the foul.
At sinasabi ni Nambatac, he was attempting the shot, but he was actually behind the goal.
But you can do that, so he has a point. He actually has a point.
Now, will they give him the 2 free throws? Eto, panoorin
Dati kasi bawal yata yan, pero ngayon, kung tumitira ka talaga. But of course, it was a second thought na yun eh. Kasi the tendency was to throw it in.
But nakita natin how close he was from stepping on the end line.
Ang lapit talaga.
Oo, pero
half an inch.
he was able to keep himself within bounds. Galing naman nun.
Now he'll drive again. Draw the foul and get a chance for a three-point play. Nambatac, we've said it before, we'll say it again. He's one of the best at drawing fouls and heading to the line. This time it's a bonus free throw na ibibigay sa kanya. Yun, no?
Ito, so aggressive.
Sonny Jaworski would tell Jerica and Misi, you got to slap down a little bit harder on that kind of play.
Here's a three-point play completed by Nambatac, 32 years old, first-round draft pick in 2017 by Rain or Shine.
Naging siyam na ulit ang lamang ng TNT. June Mar tipped away. Another turnover forced by TNT. Nambatac changing directions, but then he gets blocked at the end. Now it's Trollano. Rahir giving chase, but Don will finish.
Smart move by Trollano. Alam niya kung nasaan si Rahir. So he took that shot using the left hand, getting the right angle. And Rahir didn't even bother to block the shot.
Oh, he steps into a
That's a
three.
shot. That's a three-pointer.
And he saw there was so much space in front of him. He just walked into it.
Pero hinihingal eh. Nakita natin, hinihingal.
Oh, di na naabutan ni Don Trollano. The ball will head back to TNT. Another unforced turnover this time. And, it's just a bunch of turnovers that San Miguel has produced in this first half so far.
When in the first quarter, 5 turnovers for San Miguel and 3 for TNT. But nabanggit natin yung kanina that TNT, one of the things that they need to do is pressure San Miguel to those turnovers. 17.8 turnovers a game ang ina-average ng San Miguel. That's the most of any team sa conference.
Rahir will turn. Nice fake. Puts it up and in. Aba, umiinit na yata.
Oh.
Rahir. That's back-to-back baskets for him.
He's gotten his groove.
12 na lamang ng TNT. Even doesn't. Pumasok na si Chris Ross, maybe for some defensive help. As Trollano will overshoot on the layup, and he's sprawled on the floor right now. May numbers ang TNT. 4 lang ang dumedepensa. Somebody's open. Nambatac says, I'll try it. Won't get it. And Chris Ross gets the board.
George King has been extremely quiet sa laro. No field goal converted so far for the King.
Sooner or later, he's gonna get it. Nakagaw na naman si Kitevis.
Napapasa ng TNT kung anong galaw ni King.
Aurin!
There's an outside shot and that's a 3. Wow!
Kitevis has been working hard. I know he missed that jumper and then he didn't want to take a couple of shots when he was inside the
And
paint.
he's
But
earning his minutes,
Yeah,
Charlie.
he is.
Itong defensive combination ni Coach Chot Reyes has been working wonders. Ito si Kitevis. Ito yung pasa, hinanap niya kung sino yung libre. Ito naman! Ang 3-pointer galing kay Kim Aurin.
Actually, hindi naman nawala yung confidence ko. It's just that na I just put too much pressure on myself talaga. Na to the point na naligaw na yung laro ko. Pero to be honest, hindi naman talaga nawala. But good thing, I've learned so much from the last conference na sabi nga ni Coach Chot sa huddle namin before the start of the game na just enjoy the game. Basketball lang to. You just have to enjoy it and be free and be fearless at ayun naman sa awa ng Diyos nag-translate naman dito sa mga couple of games naman.
Well, the confidence is surely back para kay Rey Nambatac.
Well, in the Commissioner's Cup, he shot only 20% from 3-point distance. Ngayon sa conference natin, he's shooting 30%. What an improvement. Now we were looking for Ahan Misi. He has re-entered the game. Hindi pumasok yung unang tira niya on his re-entry.
Pero may rest back siya eh. June Mar Fajardo getting the offensive rebound. And gets fouled. And while he's shooting the free throws, apple the feet again.
Charlie, and din pinupuro niyo yung depensa ng TNT. Nagkataon kasi yung mga injured guys nila, mga scorers nila, at yung mga naiwan are the defensive guys. They were able to hold their ground last game because they're defending well, and that's how they'll be able to compete. That's gonna stay the same today, and that will be their theme for the whole conference. Ang flip side at advantage daw ng sitwasyon nila is that they can experiment and be creative with the rotation, giving minutes to the guys who wouldn't get the same minutes if the main guys are here. So they're getting experience and exposure na makakatulong sa kanila in the long run. Back to you.
You know, I think if you say it starts with defense, that's a really good place to start. Because once you play great defense, it leads to offense like this. And Kim Aurin has got a couple of threes already in this first half. And that lead has grown to 16.
Now what a bounce back for Aurin. This conference is averaging 26 minutes a game. Last conference, 9 minutes a game. Pa yan.
Outside shot, 4, bitin. And we see that a lot. No, good line from out there, but it's really just a bit far out. So they hit the front rim. Nambatac to Kitevis. Let's see if he can make it this time. No go.
Tumatakbo na naman ng San Miguel.
The shove over to Troliano, who gets tied up. He keeps the possession outside to George. That's a 4.
Hindi mo papasok.
Pero nandyan na naman si Resbak Junmar. And, you know, it's easy, I guess, for anyone to say, box out nyo naman. Pero, Kobundin was trying. There's nothing you can do. These guys just so much huger than everybody else.
Ito yung tira ni George King from the outside, but JMF getting the offensive rebound and then the foul by Kitevis.
Kitevis pala yun nandun.
Yeah. Almost like a scrum.
Before action even starts. Holding foul on Glenn Kobundin, trying to prevent King from even receiving the ball.
And this has been a nightmare para kay George King so far. Someone who's averaging 34.8 points. Ngayon, only 2 points. Not a single field goal. Only 2 points across his name from the line. Ito na. Finally.
Muntik na.
Akala ko, hindi papasok.
Muntik nang nilawa ng ring yun. Pero nakuha na ni George King yung basket niya doon.
That's his first field goal conversion. And I think that's the right decision. You go closer to the basket, tinitira niya yung labas, pero hindi pumapasok yung mga tiro niya from 3 and 4.
Aurin had to go to someone. Oh, hindi pumasok ang layup. Inciso, who just checked into the game, gets that offensive rebound or that loose ball.
So more bench players
Simon
for Coach Chot Reyes.
thought he was going to take it. Aurin will take it again. That rolls off. And Galinato, another offensive rebound. He's been doing a great job. Four.
It's a four.
Nambatac.
It's a 4. Hindi
Nice
na
line.
pumasok.
Too strong.
Chris
Chris
Ross.
Ross. Here they go. Cross court to Marshall. He'll step into a 3.
Yes.
Been doing that
Yeah.
for a long time in this league. Marshall Lassiter.
And that combination of Ross and Lassiter, two veterans, know each other so well. Familiarity factor at a very high level. Up. Wow, that's a pressure defense galing kay Chris Ross, forcing that backing violation ng Nambatac.
Nambatac's really upset because he felt he was bumped.
Ito yung three-pointer galing kay Lassiter off the pass from Chris Ross. Kobuntin, the man assigned to defend.
Ito, nag-switch na.
Tapos a switch, import versus import.
King trying to take on Ralier. One-handed pass to Chris Ross. He released from outside.
Oh, in and out.
But ayan na naman si June Mar, but he can't keep it. Finally, it goes to Aurin. Hollis Jefferson to Simon Enciso. Let's see if Simon will try to take a shot.
That's an outside
That's a
shot.
block.
That was blocked.
They keep it alive. Aurin to Kobuntin. Outside again. Parang gun shy ang mga TNT players. Pero yun na, eventually ends up with a field goal. So okay na rin yung patience nila doon.
That's 9 points now for Ralier. But maganda yung closeout ng San Miguel. Not giving TNT a chance to score from deep. 13 points ang lamang ng TNT.
Marshall step back. Jumper is out. June Mar trying to keep it alive. He does. It goes to George King. But he can keep it down.
Oh, what a-
Galinato
what a
grabs that one
struggle.
away.
A struggle offensively for George King. Naiisip kasi ni Coach Chot Reyes, I want to dethrone this King. Oh, that's a
Simon had
bad
the right
shot.
idea but couldn't execute it properly. Here's King on the fast break. And he's there, putting it in.
Sabi niya, the dethronement, not yet, not quite yet. 6 points now for George King.
Hollis Jefferson. If you just joined us,
That's a
that's
three.
not the Hollis Jefferson that you guys are looking for. This is his brother. Simon, swing.
Will he take it again?
Another one.
Oh,
This one is short. Yung una long, yung pangalawa
Yeah.
short. Bigyan mo ng pangatlo. Pasok na yan.
I think he needs to rest, however. He's huffing and puffing.
George
King,
takes the
eto
four,
na.
brings it into the paint, may contact. He'll take 2 free throws.
George King, he once scored 64 points against Rain or Shine in the Governor's Cup in 2024. This is his 3rd conference in the PBA.
We're trying to incorporate Coach Leo back into the fold. So if you noticed a while ago, he was there. He was actually siya ang taga-bulong. So baka next game, magpalit na kami ng roles at mawala na yung interim stress ko at nasa kanya na ulit.
Well, coaching is a stressful job. And, you know, I'm sure that contributed to whatever ailments that Coach Leo had. He's trying to keep as calm as he can. I'm sure he wants to dive right in there and bark out instructions. But upon doctor's orders, the fact that they allowed him to be at the game, actually, you know, he had to agree to keep himself calm. So the stress now is on Peter Martin. And
It's good to see that Coach Leo is up and about. He's contributing in whatever way that he can. But he shouldn't let the stress of the game bother him. He's recovering from that angioplasty procedure. And he's looking good. Ito naman si George King. Kasasabi lang natin, this is his third conference in the PBA, a former NBA player.
George King against Titan Ultra, 35 points in about 3/4 of action. 8 rebounds, 8 assists as well. So it was a triple-double watch for him. Pero nung hindi na siya kinailangan dahil tambak na nga ang kalaban, hindi na siya binalik ni Coach Peter.
Oh, missing the free throw.
We've seen a lot of that lately
Yeah.
din. And 3 games we've covered this week, yung mga pinupuri natin na mahuhusay mag-free throw, nagmimintis.
89% free throw shooter si George King. He went 1 out of 2 and he forced that turnover against Ralier. Marami din ginagawa si George King, although hindi siya nakakakuha ng usual points niya. He's playing good defense, he's rebounding, passing, setting picks.
Marshall on the move.
Oh, hinagis lang yung bola. That's gonna be...
And then,
Ano yan? Foul?
no, they're
Out of bounds.
gonna say out of bounds. And Ralier thought, he was fouled on a loose ball because he got bumped out of his airspace. But it stays with San Miguel with just 5 to shoot right now.
Gotta put it up.
Yeah, Marshall's looking for some space.
Oh,
He'll
siya
get
pa
it back.
nakakuha ng offensive rebound. And he will miss.
And finally,
Oh,
Cobuntin gets it. So minamalaf din itong San Miguel. Usually shots that they make, but
and that's because of the defense ng TNT. Throwing San Miguel off.
Eram looking to pass to Halalon. Halalon in the paint. Outside to Poy, 16-footer. No go. And that's going to be a loose ball foul on Glenn Cobuntin.
At may
over the back.
nasa penalty na ang TNT. Titira na naman ang free throw si George King. George King playing in his 10th country in his globe-trotting career. 32 years old.
Just a minute and 49 remaining in the half. And Coach Sandy Arespacochaga calls in Gio Halalon to give him a bit of instructions. Habang si George King tumitira ng dalawang free throws. Former Colorado Buffalo actually was on the same team as Tyler Bay, dating import ng Magnolia Hotshots.
Standing 6'4" and 1/2. Not only did he play for Phoenix and Dallas in the NBA, but also the NBA
Another
Summer League.
split.
Another miss.
And TNT gets it back. Halalon gets hit in the face as Chris Ross went in for that interception, and he might have gotten some fingers in the eye.
Alanon is still down. They're going to review this.
No denying that for Chris Ross. Nag-admit agad.
Yeah.
Normally, hindi siya ganun eh. But everybody saw that. So he put up his hand and went to apologize right away.
Makita natin kung ano nangyari dito.
Boom,
Oh,
right
there it
there.
is. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike. I can see it now.
Yeah,
That's going to be 2 free throws and possession.
right across the face.
No player on the ball. That was smack on the face.
And the crowd is jeering Gio Halalo because they felt that the reaction was a bit late. But when you're running as fast as Gio Halalo was, I don't know if you can immediately grab your face the moment the contact is made. But
Well, nakita natin, namimilipit siya on the floor, but he's up and about now. He's standing up.
o tsaka
Ito.
namula talaga sa may kanan eh. So
Yeah.
I would presume no, na
And there it is. That's the call. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike.
unspo. So may free throws na, may possession pa ang mangyayari rito. Gio's a tough kid, so no problem yan. Titira na lang niya yung free throws at mabibigyan sila ng pagkakataon ng isa pang possession. Gio
but he
short
missed.
on the first. He has another one to put it back in double digits yung kanilang lamang. Just a minute and 42 to go. And the San Miguel Beer fans jeering still.
Halalon before this trip to the line was 1 out of 2. So he's going 2 out of 4. 50% shooting in this conference so far.
Eram looking for his teammates to get to their positions. Nambatac able to finally field that pass.
5 seconds.
Takes it over June Mar. That was way off. Last there the bounce to Rodney. Balik kay Marcio. June Mar hinihingi. Hindi na ibigay. But look who's guarding June Mar inside. It's Rey Nambatac. He's just jumping up and down trying to prevent the pass from coming in.
He's trying to play denial. The pass
And he
never
gets
went.
the rebound.
Yeah. The
Good
pass
work.
The pass never went to June Mar.
It worked and nagtatawanan
Oh.
yung boom bench ng TNT. But he did the right thing. Preventing that pass and then securing the leather. Gotta admire that one. Then he puts it up and he'll take free throws this time. If that had gone in, matatawa na talaga ako. Pero check this out. Watch this.
Well, because of the switch, Rey Nambatac trying to prevent an entry pass.
Natawa nga si June Mar eh. Ang ginagawa nitong makulit na to.
Talon ng talon si Rey Nambatac. Tuloy, hindi napunta yung bola kay June Mar Fajardo. And Nambatac now taking the free throws on the other end. He's got 11 points in this contest.
Well, he's more than a full head smaller than
Oh, yeah.
June Mar. So, tama naman yung strategy niya. Make yourself taller by jumping up and down.
Very unwieldy combinations on the floor for San Miguel. Wala si Trollano, wala si Jericho Cruz, wala si Ann Misi.
And of course, one of the stories nitong first half is the quiet George King.
Only 8 points so far in this game. 2 in the first quarter.
June Mar gets it. That's his sweet spot. But he lost it. It just went out of control. He lost the ball.
That's another turnover.
Unforced. So TNT has played defense at a high level.
Well, because San Miguel, the league's #1 offensive team, has scored only 34 points.
Correct.
Halos patapos na ang ating first half. This is a team that, as we mentioned, is averaging 119.8 points, almost 120 points a game. Ngayon, at the half,
Need
only
to shoot.
34.
Eram. Nothing there. King will take it across and it's last shot time for San Miguel. Makakahirit pa kaya? Barilla trying to stick close. And George King's gonna get called for an offensive foul. He knocked the defender out of the way.
And Paul Barilla, defensive player ni Coach Shot, drawing that offensive foul. Makita natin, King was trying to get position. Here we go.
One bump. Second
There's
bump.
the
Oh,
bump.
with the head.
Yeah, with the head.
Pati yung ulo tumama eh.
And that's why that's an offensive foul.
Yun, oh, boom.
Ang dikit ng depensa ng TNT. They're manning up on George King, not giving him any space to unload those tough 4-pointers.
Got it on the kisser, si Paul Barilla. Sacrificing.
It's been a frustrating evening so far for San Miguel. Nabanggit natin in the Philippine Cup this season, San Miguel had the better of TNT in the finals. 4-2 ang countdown. But in the Commissioner's Cup, tinalo naman ng TNT ang San Miguel, 118-92. That was in their last meeting before this one sa ating Governor's Cup. .5 seconds for TNT to get off a shot.
Nabigay na kay Nambatac. Let's see how he orchestrates this. He probably take it if he can. Kubuntin is waiting, but Nambatac says ako na. And he misses at the buzzer. And Coach Chot still applauding because magandang ginagawa ng kanilang koponan. Just 34 points for San Miguel, 46 para sa kanila. It's a dozen-point lead as we enter the break. And as far as their strategy to contain San Miguel is concerned, it's been working.
Well, San Miguel hasn't even scored 20 points in the first 2 quarters of this contest. 15 in the first quarter, 19 in the second.
Well, it hasn't been the prettiest game. The shooting has been horrid for both sides. But for TNT, okay na okay sa kanila yung ganyan. Kahit ugly game, lamang sila ng 12 points at the half. So, as far as they're concerned right now, things are good.
Well, not only that, defensively, they were able to hold San Miguel down to just 34 points so far in this contest. Good news for TNT is that they've been able to hold San Miguel to 29% field goal percentage. Ang bad news nila, apat 34% lang ang shooting ng TNT. Pero okay lang. Maski na pangit ang kanilang opensa, basta yung depensa nila nagkiklik. Ito, ang halftime summary natin in terms of stats. As we mentioned, 29% shooting for San Miguel, that's really low. And TNT, 34%, at least that's higher than 29%. Sa second chance points, that's an advantage of TNT. Sa turnovers and points of turnovers, 12 turnovers now against San Miguel. They lead the league in turnovers at 17 a game. Perimeter points, ang laking bagay nun. 21-5 ang diferensya, and TNT getting things done defensively and also from the perimeter.
He's the leading scorer so far. Tig-isang double-digit scorer, and they're not the imports. It's Rey Nambatac on one side, June Mar on the other. So King has 8, and Hollis Jefferson has 9 from the import positions. Yan yung mga nangyari. But you know, overall talaga, talagang yung depensa ng TNT is the story of the first 24 minutes of the game.
Well, totoo yan, Charlie, because we saw even the combinations na ginamit ni Coach Chot Reyes with Key Davis, si Gio Halalon, Paul Varilla. Ito naman si Rallier, Hollis Jefferson. We said that he was a surprise package. San Miguel didn't know what to expect. Nakaka 9 points na, 8 rebounds si Rallier. And guess what? He's even outscoring George King. Labas-pasok siya sa loob ng court because of, you know, he's not in total game shape, but he's doing what he can for TNT.
Ito nga naghahanda nga. 2 green and 1 X.
Well, for TNT, ito ang ating Dean's List. Yung check marks nila, they've been able to pressure San Miguel into turnover. That's 12 turnovers now for San Miguel. And they've got that element of surprise with Rallier, but they have not been able to improve their shot selection. They're shooting only 34% from the field in this one.
Kim Aurin has shot well.
Ito naman ang ating Dean's List for San Miguel. About 2 X marks. They've not been able to keep the defense guessing, and they're not moving the ball around as much as they'd like to. And however, they've been able to control the interior, 32 to 29 ang advantage na in rebounding. But King's royal treatment, wala yun. The guy's averaging 34.8 points a game. So far, only 8 points.
That's right. So si Apple, hindi pa tayo nag-umpisa. Report na agad.
Yes, Charlie and Dean, sa nakita ni Assistant Coach Peter Martin, mukhang may complacency sa panimula nitong Beermen as they were not able to match the energy and the intensity of the Tropang of 5G. This time, they have to be more intentional sa lahat ng kanilang ginagawa, especially extra effort dun sa offensive rebounding or ilimit yung offensive rebounding nitong TNT. And also, they tried that 3 big lineup sa simula and hindi nag-work. Well, they saw na maliit yung TNT. They thought they could take advantage of that, but instead, yung bagal nila yung nangibabaw. Pero susubukan ulit nila ngayon. 3 big lineup. Pag wala pa rin daw, hindi na ulit. Balik sa inyo.
Pero na nga, no? It didn't work and then you try to fix it. But
Don Troñano starting here for San Miguel as Rondial scoring with a layup. Now, kanina in the first quarter, Charlie, si Marshall Lassiter started for San Miguel. Now he's not starting. Let's see what they can get out of Troñano.
nice move from Roddy Bronjal. Nagulat ang defender niya. He suddenly put the ball on the floor and attacked. Anong sasagot ng TNT as Nambatac gets into the paint? And Henry Galinato. Nice setup from Rey Nambatac. Henry gets his second field goal.
And Henry's also gaining a lot of confidence. Problema niya is that he has to defend June Mar Fajardo, who already is in double figures.
Turn around. And then Don puts it up. May reach in daw si Hollis Jefferson. And Hollis Jefferson is denying all liability.
Don Troñano, certainly one of the best scorers ng San Miguel. He's actually the second leading local scorer ng San Miguel. And let's not forget, si CJ Perez is not able to play in this contest.
Right.
Meron siyang groin issue. So, malaking bagay na wala si CJ Perez.
Don Trollano still quiet in this ball game, but against Titan Ultra had 22 points on great percentage from the field, 9 of 13. Had 3 3-pointers as well. So Don Trollano, anytime he can explode. Kahit tahimik siya in the early part of the game, pag end game na, naasahan din niya si Don Trollano.
15.4 points a game ang ina-average si Trollano in this conference.
Aurin, pull-up jumper, too strong. Rebound taken by Brondial. They want to bring it down to single digits should they score in this possession. Brondial wants to go to June Mar instead. Kay Trollano pumunta. Don is thinking about how to create. He passes to King. King contact. Jumper. Pasok!
Got away from his defender that time. And he crowns himself, the King. First time na nakita natin yun.
Galinato's out of his range. Goes to Rallier. Driving in. Held ball. That's a jump. And possession arrow yan. stays with TNT.
Ito makita natin, ginawa ni George King.
I want to ask him.
There it is, the coronation.
Yeah, I want to ask him what merits the coronation. What in his mind? Anong klaseng tira? Di ba? Yung
Ayun, mahirap ang ginawa niyon. Kasi,
Yung mga 4, I agree. Pag nakaka 4 points siya, lalo na yung super layo sa 4-point line. Pwede.
pero ngayon, ibang classic coronation. Kasi, he's 0 out of 3 from deep in this game. Kaya sabi niya, he'll take whatever the defense gives him.
Hand off to Nambatac. It's
Kim
Aurin, 6 to shoot. Kim Aurin will make his move. They find Kobuntin.
Gotta put it
Hesitates
up.
on the 3, then takes the jumper. Wow. Just a bad offensive thrust there mula sa TNT. Nothing was working.
Looks like a page from TNT's playbook. Yung depensa ng San Miguel.
Ano sabi ni
Coach Shot Reyes yung nangyari doon.
Jerick Anmisi's also got nothing to his credit. 0 of 2 so far from the field after a 26-point output and a best player of the game citation. King, he's blocked by Kobuntin. Ball rolls off the dark shirts, stays with San Miguel.
Inaabangan ng TNT's defense ang galaw ni George King. Kobuntin defending him, sticking to him like a shadow. There's a switch. Ralier on George King.
Trying to get free, he fades away.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah, well, these guys have got a lot of skill.
Oh.
So
He
really
tried to
can't
take
give
a
it
step
daylight.
back, pero nandun yung depensa.
No
Still
daylight.
was able to get the shot.
Have to really be right on top of him. And we're seeing Coach Leof, the one standing now on the side of San Miguel. It's not Peter Martin. Tres mula kay Nambatac. Nagmimintis and maling timing si Kobuntin sa talon. So nakuha ni Troliano. It's down to just 6. Could be less. Rodney. They've done a great job at denying June Mar Fajardo some possessions. But it's the other guy doing work. Troliano missing though.
That's in and out para sa kanya. Ralier now bringing up the ball. Ano gagawin niya? Nako, pinasa niya.
Kobuntin
Oh, hindi pumasok.
wouldn't stay down. Troliano to Jerick Hanmisi. Balik kay Don. Balik kay Jerick. Bukas. Ayaw pa rin. And it hits Nambatac. It's gonna stay with San Miguel. Fresh 14 with 8:31 to go in the third. Lamang pa rin TNT pero lumiit na. Nahati na. George King off target. Oh, strong rebound from Henry Galinato.
Now TNT slowing down the pace.
As poor as the percentages were, they're worse now. Except till that shot, 3 from Rey Nambatac. So, bumaba pa yan, yung 30 plus ng TNT tsaka yung 20 plus ng San Miguel eh. Still plunging.
Only 2 players have scored so far here in the third period para sa TNT.
Only 1 3-pointer for San Miguel so far in this game compared to 6 for the Tropang 5G.
Isa lamang. George King.
Spinning around, lofted on the way up. But there was a reach in, a foul is called kontra
Kobuntin.
TNT.
Oh, it's going to be on Ralier. You know, at this point, because of the tough defense at TNT, namimigay sila ng katakot-takot na free throws for San Miguel.
Yeah,
And the Beermen are taking advantage.
correct.
You know, in the first half, naka 14 free throw attempts in San Miguel compared to 8 for TNT. And here, San Miguel continues to score from the line. There's CJ Perez.
Yeah, caught a glimpse of Perez.
He's in uniform. Ah, hindi pumasok.
He split his free throws 3 times already in this game.
He's been splitting. The guy's an 89% free throw shooter.
He can't understand it as well. He's shaking his head. Nambatac goes to Ralier.
Ralier, di ba nagpaparamdam dito? He's got 2 points, however.
Swiped away from him. San Miguel, chance to bring it down to 6 or less. Hanmisi, ayaw pa rin. Don Troliano kept it alive. He'll step back. That's good.
Now, there's a reason kung bakit nilagyan
Long
si
two.
Coach Peter Martin si Trollano instead of Lassiter to start this third quarter. Nabanggit natin si Ralit. Hindi pa nakaka-score dito sa third period.
Nambatac to Rallier.
Oh, that's
Takes
a nice
that jumper. That's
That's
good.
a nice move. You see the way he moved to get himself free.
Yeah, that's right. Away from the defense.
It looks like bumalik na ang kanyang galaw. That's a good move on the part of Rallier.
So double digits na si Hollis Jefferson with 11. George King.
Again, single coverage here by TNT. It's Comuntin against King.
He'll go up and he'll miss. He was right there. Something's off for George
And that's
King.
what TNT likes. They want George King to try to do everything by himself. You notice in that sequence, hindi nakahawak ng bola si JMF. Hindi nakahawak ng bola si Trollano. They're taking chances with George King. Trying to do everything by himself. Yun, nakakuha sila ng stop tuloy.
Now Nambatac forcing the action right there. And it's that hold. Yun, ni Jeric eliciting the foul. So free throws once again for Nambatac. Nambatac is a point creator. You know, he hits outside shots. He can drive and then find ways to get to the line. Ilan na ba ito si Rey Nambatac?
16 points now for Nambatac.
Another good scoring game for him.
Pansin natin, si
Yung
George-
field goals masama.
Yeah,
Pero-
4 out of 14. Well, overall, yung TNT, sabi nga natin kanina, in the first half, only 34% shooting. Pero mas mababa yung San Miguel. Eram is back on the floor. And Coach Chotre is doing a good job of managing the minutes of his players.
No, and the thing with Nambatac, half of his points are from the line. He's 8 for 8
yeah.
from the stripe.
Hasn't missed. Ito na naman si George King.
Hindi talaga mabigay kay June Mar ang bola.
Ito, apat ito.
Wala, bitin na naman. Pababayaan na lang, tumalbog palabas. The ball will head back to TNT with a chance to bring it back to 12, which is where they started this third quarter. But San Miguel Beer, tumawag muna ng timeout. Puso, sipag, extra effort, lahat yan, hindi nangangailangan ng talento. Silipin ng puso, sakripisyo at dedikasyon ng mga katropa sa Takes No Talent, the TNT Tropang 5G documentary. Abangan sa pusoP.com. Coach Shot Reyes, we did mention earlier, we'll say it again, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday to Coach Shot and of course to Assistant Coach Ato Agustin on the other side for San Miguel Beer. Magka-birthday pala sila.
Happy birthday to the both of them.
Nauna lang yata ng isang taon si Coach Ato Agustin.
So a year older.
RR Pogoy, just shown on your screens, he's in civis. Meron siyang injury na kailangan maayos muna bago siya makabalik.
Also in civis, Kelly Williams, Jason Castro, Calvin Oftana. A lot of players from TNT not able to play. At sa San Miguel naman, si Jay Perez. There's a miss.
That's
From
right.
the outside by Rallier.
Now it's George. He'll attack. Kicks it out too high and lands right beside us over here.
Again, nabasa ng TNT ko nung gagalaw ni George King. He tried to take a step back. Nandun yung depensa. Dumikit sa kanya. Ito, ganda ng depensa ni Eram. And forcing that bad pass. Alanganin na kasi si George King. And that's been the whole defensive exercise ng TNT. Pahirapan si George King. Eh talagang hirap na hirap siya. 13 points lamang si George King so far.
They had to change the basketball because it hit a wet spot. There's a slick spot on the floor. Boy, Eram, another long two for him. So his shooting touch is still there.
He's got 6 points in the game.
Back up to 12 and lamang, right back where we started. So no headway made by San Miguel. Ahanmisi finally gets one. And I don't know how many times Dean TNT wants to leave him open, because he's a guy who can make several of those in a row. And they've been daring him to shoot as if he's not a good outside shooter.
Well, he's a 43.5% shooter from the three-point distance.
Their days he's
You gotta
much better than
respect
that. Yeah, their days he's much better than that. So
Ito na. Dalier.
that's a
There's
foul.
a foul.
That's Jeric also. So ipangilan na ni Jeric yan. Pangatlo. Pang-apat.
Ito yung pass ni JMF. And the shot coming from Jerica Anmisi.
Apple has a report for us.
Yes, after averaging 8 points the first 4 games, Jeric Hanmisi had 26 last game. He saw himself daw more aggressive and assertive. Nung unang mga laro daw kasi he wasn't really looking for a shot but more on involving his teammates. But he realized na to be able to help his team, he needs to be aggressive on taking that shot, on shooting those outside shots because that will also open up opportunities for his teammates. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks a lot, Apple. Poy Eram is really giving them a boost kahit paano. You know, limited minutes, but 7 points already now. Could be 8. Speaking of Jeric Anmisi, this is exactly what Apple just reported. 26 points in that last game, really improving everything from the first 4 games. But tonight, first field goal pa lamang niya, yung tref na napasok, and then he has 4 fouls, so kailangan mag-ingat as he brings it across. He's in the backcourt with Ross.
Marshall Lassiter is back on the floor, replacing Trollano.
There's Marshall from 3. And Halal on the easy rebound. But si Marshall talaga, matindi yung shooting hand. It's always near, if not in. Kim Aurin has a couple of threes, but he misses that one. Exchange of misses, 11-point lead for TNT. King, sudden acceleration, and then kick out to Ross, who'll swing it to Anmisi. Bababa kay June Mar, tipped away by Eram. And then they're going to call a foul against him, and the entire bench of TNT disagrees. They felt it was a nice tip of the ball, but it's so hard to go around June Mar Fajardo without hitting him. Watch this.
There had to be some contact that time. Bagsak si June Mar and Coach Chot Reyes, biglang sumakit ang ulo ni Coach Chot. Happy birthday, Coach Chot.
Here's Jeric with 8 to shoot, trying to create, but throws that one away. Almost. Good defense from Kitevis.
And Kitevis.
Parang lahat ng TNT, pinuri na natin yung depensa tonight.
Oh, everybody's doing a share. And particularly to see Kitevis and also Gio Halalon.
Turnaround jumper. There's George King. That's
Tough shot. That's 15 points.
as the saying
How in
goes,
total?
about just good defense, but just better offense.
I think what TNT is doing is making sure that he doesn't get the usual 3s and 4s. Give him the 2 points. Give him the free throws. Just wala yung 4, wala yung 3 because he's shooting at a very high clip from those distance.
Eram takes the outside shot. Nagbintis, pero may foul against June Mar Fajardo. Was that a 3 that Eram was taking? Because it might be 3 free throws. Yeah, it's 3 free throws. Yung senyas ni Kenny Halig.
And you have to admire the grit, the toughness of Poy Eram. After a long layoff, finally reactivated. Nakaka 8 points na siya rito.
And then they sit down Jeric Anmisi, who has been quite ineffective. Send back in Jericho Cruz. You were looking for Jericho Cruz and his hustle and toughness. Let's see if it can change things. Ayan si yung dalawa. Yung Oftana and Pogo. Yan ang 1-2 punch. Pero wala sila ngayon. Kaya iba dapat.
Si Kelly Williams, I don't see him.
Nakauwi na ba? Diba nakabalik na? Kasi he flew back to the
I think he did go back to the States. So Jordan Heading, by the way, also one of those not able to play in this contest.
And we also did
TNT.
Yeah, Jordan Heading today because of the shoulder. Brandon, hindi rin nagagamit masyado. Short stint in that first half. And another guy's Mike Nieto, but he was relegated to a reserve slot. As George King draws a foul, so he'll head back to the line.
And once more, ang depensa ng TNT, basta hindi nakaka-score ng 3 at 4 si George King, they'll take their chances in defending him as he attacks the basket. Put him at the line.
Swak niya una para kay George King. George Xavier King. Yan ang pangalan niya.
Ang ganda ng release niya.
Yeah.
You know,
Pitik, parang pitik lang. Ano?
for basketball purists, you see the way he flips that ball. Ayun, naku, he crowned himself again. Maski na free throw. Any opportunity.
Sige lang. Go ka lang, pare. Whatever makes you happy. As long as you entertain the crowd.
Kanya ganun ang buhok niya eh. Fit to fit for a crown.
Kitevis, parang may nakapato nga ngayon eh. Yung ganun yung forma eh. Parang may hiwa sa gitna. Halalon takes the jumper. Bounces high. George King comes down with the rebound.
Dami niyang rebound.
Let's see if it's going to be a start of something.
Got 11 rebounds in this game.
9 points is the lead for TNT, and San Miguel wants to close that one.
He's up
King.
against
And
Kitevis.
yung double, nahanap si Ross. They want to take it. Ball's on the floor. White shirts get it, but only 2 seconds to go. So Ross will need to put it up and miss. Just great defense again. You know, we're a broken record here.
And also just one opportunity for San Miguel. Nakakuha ng stop and defensive rebound ng TNT.
Din yung mga bata kaya, alam pa nila ibig sabihin ng broken record. Baka hindi na, no?
Wala na kasi record. Oh, meron.
Ngayon, uso na ulit. Uso na ulit ngayon.
Mahal na nga ngayon. Popularity. Sobra.
Siguro yung collection mo worth a lot na yan.
Nabenta ko na nga eh.
9-point lead for TNT, 1:55 to go in the third.
Strikes again inside the Mall of Asia Arena. CJ shoots a three. Pass again. Money on the three.
Nice to look back sometimes, and you were asking, we were talking about it earlier, kailan sila huling nagtagpo in the playoff series. That was the one.
And that's what San Miguel is missing. Ang presence ni CJ Perez na hindi makakalaro in this contest.
So, hasn't missed a game since he entered the league.
Tama.
So that's gonna be broken now. If he doesn't enter the game, si Mark Baroka pa rin is the man with 600 plus. Si Bong Quinto's streak broke in that last game, remember? We were talking about it a couple of nights, last night rather.
Tama. Well, with 1:32 to go in this quarter, ang San Miguel hindi pa nakaka-score ng 20 points in any quarter in this contest.
No go there, and another 24-second violation. There's Coach Peter Martin, who now is the one standing up again. For a bit, it was Coach Leo already, and he actually handled a couple of the huddles, but
Yan, nakita natin si Coach Leo actually mapping out some plays.
Eram open again. Jumper is good again. 12 puntos para kay Boy Eram.
That's 8 out of his 12 coming here in this third period. And he's holding his own at the center slot.
A great comeback game for him.
Oh,
If they can win all the way, let's see. Kitevis almost crashing into us. And look at that defense again.
wow.
Aram,
Grabe ginagawa dito.
he's being the man in the middle.
Yeah. Hindi lang si Eram, no? Si Kitevis,
Yeah.
the way they're chasing after the loose ball. Ito yung tira.
Oh,
Pumasok
that was
naman.
a great one from Marshall Lassiter. They really needed that because you could see they were in disarray. Hirap na hirap sila talaga.
But that was a lapse. Sa ganda ng pinakita nila in the previous play, I thought TNT relaxed a little bit, not allow that shot.
Yeah, Coach Chot saying, come on, Kim. Diba? Come on, Kim. Sa'yo yan, eh. Diba?
Oo.
So,
But a 10-point lead still here for TNT, despite the fact that Ralier is not really good.
oh, look at Kitevis trying to keep it up. He does. And down to Aram. He'll fake a couple of times. Thought he would get a foul, but no go. Probably should have jumped into the defender to draw that contact, but
Maubos ang oras dito.
last shot
Third
time.
quarter. You
This
know
guy's
that
a threat. Remember, he hit
Yeah.
a half-court shot last week.
smart move here by Kim Aurin. He got the shot to fall inside, pero hindi counted yun. Wala pa sa penalty situation ang TNT. Here's Chris Ross.
So
inbounding.
3.8 na lang ang natitira. Chris Ross will inbound right in front of us.
Penalty na ngayon ang TNT.
King receives.
Gotta put it up.
Two guys on him. He'll force it up and miss. And that's a 10-point lead. So naka +2 ang San Miguel sa third quarter to cut the lead from 12 to 10. But still in double digits. TNT still ahead. Well, let's run down what's gone on so far. Kung perimeter points ang pag-uusapan, lamang ang TNT dyan, +15, 34 to 19. The outside shot has been clicking for them. Not always, but more often. Tapos yung defense to offense na ginagawa. Dahil sa magandang depensa, they keep the ball alive and it runs to the other side. Becomes offense. +7 points off turnovers for TNT. Katulad niya, no? May tres pa on the break. And of course, Boy Eram has been a factor in this game. He's really helped them out. He's got 12 points, shooting 50% from the field, and every free throw he's taken, he's made 4 of 4.
BGR in the game. This is his second stint on the floor. His minutes are being managed. He's coming off an injury.
Oh, look at that defense also.
Ang dikit, no? That depensa. Si Kitevis, look at the way he's playing defense on Marshall and forcing him to miss.
George King missing again. He'll try one more time.
He still
Ayaw
will
na naman. Isa pa ba? Nilabas
Oh,
na muna niya.
get
Sabi
out.
niya, it's not working in here. Let's go outside. Ross won't take that. This time he'll try. No go.
Oh,
And that's a foul on the loose ball play.
what tough defense. Coach Reyes applauding the effort of his players.
Yeah, it's really been
Yeah.
high level of D.
Tsaka si George King, ilang beses yun. He tried to connect from close to the basket. Di niya maipasok.
Apple?
As SMB is trying to come back in this game, a couple of things for Coach Chot Reyes. Una na dyan, keep the energy up on defense. Pangalawa, give Ralier space to operate and be ready for that kick-out pass. Pangatlo, bakit daw nila laging inaatake si Chris Ross? Magaling dumepensa. Wag daw si Chris Ross. Balik sa inyo.
Inside, Kitevis hanging on to Mo Tautua. And Sean's gonna get called for a personal. Chance for San Miguel to bring this back to single digits. Na-strip si Rallier sa kabila. So TNT needs to take care of that ball if they want to preserve their lead. You know, San Miguel can come back quickly.
JMF checking back in along with Jerica and Misi. Full force kayo ng San Miguel.
Labas agad si Brandon Canuelas Rosser. Din si Galinato ang pang-matchup nila kay Fajardo.
Galinato at saka si Eram din. Has done a good job defending JMF.
And Misi's back in the game. Hirap na hirap siya ma-inbound. Finally, he pitches it to June Mar. The double si Gio. They find Marshall cutting, but he's unable to complete the layup. Eto na si Halalo, nagmamadali. Pero hindi sumabay yung teammates niya. Kitevis handoff to Rallier. He'll get into the paint. Can't take it. Gio, 10 to shoot. Gio makes his move.
Oh, block.
Yeah, a bit of disrespect ang ginawa ni Gio doon kay June Mar Fajardo.
5 seconds to go. On the shot clock ng TNT after that block. Ito makita natin.
he set, himself up for disaster there.
No way. But they were taking their sweet time on that 24-second shot clock.
Now they only have 5.5.
Need to go.
Yeah, Rallier gets it.
For a shot.
Kaya ba? Dumiskarte ni Rallier.
Gotta put it up.
A good defender. Got some ring. Galinato trying to save it. And yes, successfully, he gets the possession para sa kanyang korponan.
Another applause.
Hustling.
Coach, yeah.
These guys are hustling.
Coach Otres is recognizing yung hustle na pinapakita ng TNT. Yung effort, yung intensity nila. Ito na hinahanap ni Coach Peter Martin from San Miguel.
This game is so strangely familiar. It's like the game we covered last night. Diba? Low scoring. Tapos, you know, one team was ahead by double digits. Pero hanggang dyan lang, di na lumaki masyado. But the thing last night was the team that had a lot of injuries was the one losing. Ito yung may mga injuries at kulang na tao, lamang yung TNT.
Oh.
Well, of course, CJ's out.
Yes, may injury din ang San Miguel.
Parang si Scotty ng Ginebra naman kagabi.
And Misi, he's now playing the point guard position.
Yeah, that score hasn't changed in a bit, 65-55 since the start of this quarter. 2 minutes bluff na. Wala pang nakaka-score. Pang-apat ni Sean Kitevis yung foul na yan. Third team foul na ng TNT. 9:51 pa sa ating fourth quarter, so they might get into penalty early.
Babalik ni Coach Chotre si Glenn Cobentin to defend George King. Upo naman si Rallier. Ito yung pacing na ginagawa ni Coach Choto. Rallier doesn't look like he's in game shape, but he's doing what he can. He's got 12 points in the game.
Has to catch his breath quickly because he's going to be reinserted very soon. George King, pahiga na. Ayaw talaga. And nobody's out-rebounding Galinato when he's right under there. So Nambatac will take it across now with 9:35 to go. Sino kaya mag-first blood dito sa fourth quarter? Galinato makes his move. Hook shot. That's short.
Still no scoring here in the fourth period.
Right. But if you're TNT, you're perfectly fine with that.
Oh, and that gives you the accent of this game. Depensa. Imagine 55 points lang ang score ng San Miguel. Number 1 team sila sa offense. Oh, nice.
The reverse. Jericho Cruz draws first blood in the fourth. Cuts the lead down to just 8.
4 points for Jericho Cruz. San Miguel can come back with a big spurt. There's a lot of basketball time left. Paubos ang oras dito ng TNT. Gotta put up a shot and that's a turnover.
That was a bullet pass that went through the hands of Sean Kitevis. They better watch it, TNT. Because they're committing turnovers now. Watch this reverse from Jericho Cruz, play of the game. At sa atin ng Sports Plus.
Baseline drive, the extra step.
No help on the other side.
Oh, and then a reverse layup. Now Rallier is back in the game. Coach Chotre sensing a little bit of an uprising and a momentum shift. Eight points ang hinahabol ng San Miguel. And they have possession.
It's now with King. They double him. He'll go across court. Find Jerick. He can't put it in. Nambatac almost lost it on the rebound. And make sure he has it before giving it up. Yan na naman si Hollis Jefferson. Di ba talagang in and out? You know,
Oo.
2 minutes of rest, balik.
At binigay ni Nambatac yung bola kay Ralier. He's drawing June Mar outside of the painted area.
Kubuntin, baseline.
Gotta put it
Ralier.
up.
Oh, he makes it.
Oh,
There you
pass.
go. He made it inside.
Nakapasok siya doon.
Nakita mo, he was going right, left. Parang zigzag ang nangyari para iwasan ng defenders. Balik sa 10 ang lamang ng TNT. Down to June Mar. To the cutter, Jericho. Soft touch works for Cruz.
6 points para sa kanya. 4 of those 6 coming here in this quarter. Ralier now with 13 points. You know, they can't afford to be tentative like this. They need to stay aggressive.
Si Ralier, not much more production than Dario Days, but he's done a lot of other things, di ba? He's a threat. Played
Saka
good
yung
defense
sinasabi
as well.
natin, yung element of surprise.
Yeah.
But here, George King, oh,
He slipped.
And
And he hit the
that's a
baseline.
turnover. That's a turnover. Oh, this is a nightmare for George King. Although has scored 17 points, that's way below his
talaga,
average.
Wet, perhaps a slick spot, but that's part of the breaks of the game. Take a timeout. Balik tayo sa aksyon dito sa Mall of Asia Arena on this PBA Sabado. And the team in red and white is trailing right now by 8 points. But there's lots of time to go. 7:15 pa natitira rito. So we'll say anybody's game still.
I would think so, but George King down to just 17 points in this game, but a big explosion from him with 5 turnovers, by the way. A big exposure from George King can turn things around.
Yeah.
Para sa San Miguel. Yung ano kailangan gawin ng San Miguel, it's defense. Everything starts from defense. They need to hold back TNT, keep them from scoring.
Down to 10 on the shot clock. TNT's been milking that shot clock. Aurin not hesitating but missing. And King rising high para sa rebound na yon. And pang-apat na team foul yan para sa TNT.
And that's another stop coming from San Miguel. And they have possession once more.
Can they turn it into a score on the other side is the question. There's Coach Chot on your screens.
Nakaka-15 rebounds na si George King.
Di pa natin na-focus yung isang birthday boy. Si Coach Otto Agustin. Di pa natin napapakita direct. Ito si King. June Mar Fajardo wanted to go cross court. And then they call a foul on the pass. Slapping the arm, they say, of June Mar. Hollis Jefferson called for his third personal.
And now, TNT is in a penalty with a lot of time left. 6:36. Nasa penalty na.
Samantalang ang San Miguel, iisa pa lamang ang kanilang team foul. Baseline, Ahanisi to the receiver. That's Marshall. Now George again will attack quickly, but pinayungan. Grabe yung depensa din. Did you see the way the black shirts collapsed? Can they turn it into offense though? Yes! Kim Aurin on the break.
Tough defense on one end. Tapos biglang-bigla. Bumulusok. Kim Aurin scoring on the layup. Aurin now with 13 points.
Back up to 10 is the lead. King trying to back down Kobuntin. He'll turn. Jumper no go. Galinato taps it over to Nambatac.
Yeah, Kobuntin doing a great job in taking away the sweet spot ni George King. Taking that tough turnaround na hindi pumasok ng tira.
Nambatac to Kim Aurin. Tipped away. George King gets it.
Oh, they're going to review that. If that's going to be a play on the ball or not, will they review it?
Let's watch this. Ito yung galaw. And look at that. Defense of TNT, and then leading into a layup on the other side. GAC game-changing play brought to us by GAC.
Now, penalty situation in effect against TNT. Kanya titira ng free throws.
That's what we were talking
George
about.
King, yeah.
Aga pa lang dito sa fourth quarter.
No call on Spo.
Yeah.
George King making a living at the free throw line. Now, how will this penalty situation, how will this affect yung intensity ng depensa ng TNT?
Maraming theatrics talaga to si George King. Kasi walang teammates in the free throw lane, but he pretends that he's slapping low fives with
Hold it.
imaginary teammates. They get the steal.
It's a four. Yes! And that's, yun ang sinasabi natin. San Miguel was waiting for George King to explode. That's his first four.
Sabi niya, let's go, let's go. Sabi niya, it's down to a one-possession game.
I thought earlier, nabanggit ko kanina, yung TNT looking a little bit tentative, lacking aggressiveness. Ito si Raliu, he's gonna lose the ball.
Gets it back though. Pupuntin, block. George King doing everything.
Here we go, George King on the attack. And he will score, let's score!
That's an 8-point run by himself.
Yeah, he's doing it all. He's making up for lost time. But sinabi natin kanina, all it takes is an explosion from the King. And here he is, crowning himself. Ito yung turnover kanina. A steal by Jerica Anisi. Hinanap niya si George King. He took that four and got it.
We think that it's going to be still a difficult game. Now, sabi nga namin sa dugout, there's three things in life that are certain: death, taxes, and that all teams will play well against San Miguel. That's just something that we have to get used to.
Well, true. You bring your A game against the A grade teams, and these are two A grade teams, so that's why they're battling right now. 5 minutes ang natitira. Dalawa na lang ang lamang nitong mga nakaitim. Jumper si Ralier. Mintis. Pagkakataon makatabla or lumamang para sa San Miguel Beer. It would have been ages since they led, if ever. Kanina pang single digits yata lumamang ang San Miguel.
Ito na si Jeric.
Ayaw talaga. Nakahawak si Boy kay June Mar. That's not gonna count.
No count. But June Mar will go to the line kasi yung penalty situation in effect. Yun ang sinasabi natin kanina. With over 6 minutes to go, nag-penalty na ang TNT. And it's affecting the way they're playing defense.
So Miguel Beer calls a timeout. June Mar will be at the line sa aming pagbabalik. Mar wants to win it all tonight. And it's a 10-point lead. Well, what can you do?
Perez trying to create room from the Perez. Yes! Finally will come to an end with San Miguel winning this Philippine Cup of the PBA. And no need to take any more shots.
But in the end, it's San Miguel Beermen comes down on top.
San Miguel is the champion of the Philippine Cup. And they are on the top of the mountain of golden glory.
Took 6 games for San Miguel to dispose of TNT at the Philippine Cup. And what a series CJ Perez had. Some crazy quarters of basketball for him.
June Mar missing.
Oh,
Yan yata ang
CJ.
first miss niya.
CJ was discussing something with Chris Ross and assistant coach George Gallant.
Previous to this, June Mar was 4 out of
2 misses.
from the line. Oh, but he missed. He could have tied the game with 2 free throws.
So TNT dodges a bullet there. A score here would be great for their cause kung maka-score sila rito. 4 na lamang. Still a 1-possession game, but
Ralier.
drop inside. Kit Davis, his first 2 points of the game, and what a time for those to come.
Ralier drew the defense towards it. Dalawa yung umabang sa kanya. And that freed up Kit Davis from the weak side to get the offensive rebound and the shot.
Jerick to King. King on the move, spin move. Inside, jumper.
And he will miss. But he'll go to the line
Siya
again.
naman, and he's been splitting his free throws on several occasions. Marami rin naman siyang 2 for 2.
Certainly put San Miguel on his back. 8 of his 25 points coming in the 4th period.
George King. And you know how prolific he can be when we say that 26 points still not enough for him. There's Coach
Especially
Leo.
since he's averaging 34.8. But he's coming close to that now.
Yeah, medyo dumadami na eh. Tapos may 15 rebounds, so has really helped the team in other departments as well. Puts them both in. Cuts the lead down to 2. 71-69 ang talaan. 3:54 na lang natitira. And this is the guy, actually, I've been wondering where he has been. Don Trollano, now back in the game.
And Giuliano at saka si Marshall Asper. Are they together?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are together.
So a bit of a smallish lineup for San Miguel, but a potent one scoring-wise. Cobuntin, bukas sa 3. In and out. It was there, but didn't want to stay, so depensa. Ito na si Jericho.
No pure point guard for San Miguel. Jericho Cruz ang dala ng bola dito.
By committee
Up
yan.
against Nambatac. Trying to
Block!
him down.
What a block! Clean from
Unbelievable.
Nambatac.
Nambatac with a big defensive move.
Aurin is trapped. Go to Cobuntin, who finds Nambatac. Able to extricate themselves from that sticky situation. But only 10 to shoot. They go to Ralier. He's been quiet. Kitevis again. Oh! 2 baskets in a row for Sean Kitevis.
Unbelievable.
That's nuts. For a guy who rarely takes any attempts, he's hit 2 of the biggest ones in this game.
And he's been playing tough defense from the start.
Wow.
Pati si George King, binabatayan niya eh.
He's got that one to drop.
Here we go with George King once
So double
more.
na naman sila. King too strong. Rebound, Aurin. George King telling his guys, gumang rebound na kayo, di ba?
But you know, that's tough because right now, San Miguel, walang June Mar Fajardo on the floor. They're relying on a small lineup
Yeah.
and giving it all to George King to do what he can.
Pag nag-dead ball, papasok si June Mar. In the meantime, tetres si Nambatac. Mintis. Cobuntin kept it alive. You can get that.
Oh, what a save!
Yeah, you can get that.
What a save!
Nambatac waiting for Aurin. Pasok tayo sa last 2 minutes. It's a Twilight Zone brought to us by Sports Plus. Nambatac. Layup! a miss! He got all the way there to miss it.
He missed the shot. Ito si George King.
He wants to go early.
He's like a freight train, but they foul him once more.
It's going to be free throws for George. As we've been saying for the past 7 minutes almost. Dahil maagang na penalty nga ang mga tropang 5G. Panoorin natin to Kitevis takes the jumper and to even have the confidence. It was way off though, but bounced in. And he gets it. So all his 4 points coming here in the last minute. But George is back at the line and he's been switching them. Sunod-sunod. He had 3 early misses on splits. But now, ilang beses sunod-sunod na pasok. Lahat. Ganyan, Malinis.
28 points now and counting para sa kanya.
But you felt that somewhere along the way he was going to erupt. Diba? Hindi naman pwedeng ganun na lang buong laro. And he puts them both in. So down to just a 2-point lead still yet again.
And his familiar gesture. After a night's play, he points upstairs to thank the Lord, and then he crowns himself the king. 2-point lead. Anything can happen. Kitevis still on the floor to finish this game.
Rahlir.
1-on-1. Rahir.
No.
He missed.
Yeah, that was way off.
Now June Mar Fajardo collecting the rebound.
This is gonna go down to the wire for sure. As Hanmisi hesies a little bit. Hinahanap si June Mar, hindi maibigay. Trollano, 8 seconds. This guy's a creator. Let's see what he does. Don.
Giving a pass.
One-hander. No goal.
He tried to shoot and
Gets it back.
again, and he
That's no good! And we're all tied up at 73. It took a long time for San Miguel Beer to finally draw breath with TNT, but with 57.7, Don Trollano makes it happen.
And it looks like a technical foul has been called on Chot Reyes.
Oh wow, that would be big.
And that's huge. And that'll give San Miguel a chance to get the lead with a free throw off the technical. Ito ang nangyari kanina. Siya pa nakakuha ng offensive rebound. A lot of physicality involved in that rebounding. Pero nakakuha ng basket si Trollano. Watch it here once more. That ball dropping in.
There's only 57.7 remaining. And we're all knotted up. And, certain teams in this league, you kind of expect an uprising somewhere along the way. San Miguel is one of them. Trailing by double digits for a big part of this game.
16 points down sila kanina.
Yeah.
But George King, 12 of his 29 here in the 4th period.
Tuloy ang Governors Cup action bukas sa Smart Araneta Coliseum naman tayo sa Cubao. It's gonna be rain or shine in Meralco, Ginebra, and Magnolia. It's the Manila Clasico. Coming in our second game, but rain or shine Meralco ain't no pushover game either. Rain or shine playing such a high level. This guy, Noko, with a career high yesterday. And Meralco wants to bounce back because they lost kahapon, but the problem is baka sick bay pa yung ibang mga players nila. We'll find out. Meantime, here we go.
Kitevis playing the point guard position.
Every shot from here on is a huge one. Dahil tabla na with less than a minute. Nambatac. He misses. And June Mar secures the leather. San Miguel Beer looking to take the lead.
You know, I take it back. Kanina, I thought that they called a technical foul on Chot Reyes. The signal was for a timeout, not for a technical foul, so I checked that.
King. Trollano.
He scored the basket.
So sinasabi ko kanina, Trollano the guy. Pero mintis. June Mar trying to get it. He won't. As Aurin will chase it down. Give it up to Nambatac. And it's winning time with 10 seconds to go. The last time Nambatac had it like this, he won the game at the buzzer.
Let's see what he does now.
That's a foul from Misi.
San
That's a
Miguel
foul to
only
give.
Yeah, only has one team foul. So ang dami nilang pamimigay dito na foul to try to force an overtime. And they'll call a timeout. TNT wants to set up this last play. 5.5 seconds to go. Will it be a happy birthday for Coach Chot Reyes, or a happy birthday for assistant coach Ato Agustin.
Let's go back in time one more time. July of last year, Rey Nambatac hits that outside shot, which he did recently as well against Converge. Yun na nga.
Ito, panoorin ulit natin kung anong ginawa ni Rey Nambatac. Average close to 20 points a game in this conference. What an upturn sa kanyang career, coming from a very poor performance in the previous conference where he averaged only 5.5 points. But here we go. Who will take the last shot? So many players.
Will they get a shot off is one of the questions as well. Dahil nga may fouls to give. So kung maganda timing mo sa mga fouls to give, baka maubusan ng oras.
Nambatac.
What did they draw up? Kevin Ferreira there because he's someone who's tall and can take the shot from afar. Kaya baka may chance yan.
Also another option.
Well, Hollis Jefferson can't count him out even if he's had a poor shooting night.
If you're TNT, dapat i-expect mo na magfa-foul on San Miguel. When you see that foul coming, you take a shot.
Yeah.
You might be able to go to the line.
So all you need is a free throw to get ahead. Sino kukuha? Rahlier. Fakes the handoff. Foul is given up. Down to 3.9.
Now, it's got to be instantaneous. Pag hawak mo ng bola, i-shoot mo na kaagad. Alam mo, darating yung foul.
Yeah.
3.9 seconds to go. San Miguel's got to be very smart in
We're
giving
checking
up
it para sa exact time left on the clock. Yung mga referees natin. Don't want to get this wrong. It's such a close game.
This could go into overtime.
Okay, they said 3.9, confirmed. So, tutuloy na.
It's Coach Leo Austria. He's the man on the sidelines here, standing up. You're only allowed one.
I hope he's calm and relaxed because...
Sinong kukuha ng bola?
Rahlier again. The play is the same.
He's gonna go for it.
They foul him again. Now it's down to 1.5.
And you know the foul is coming, but they're taking the dribble. And when you take the dribble, it takes time away from the clock.
You give them a chance.
Yeah, and you give a chance for San Miguel to give up a non-shooting foul.
Okay.
1.5 seconds to go.
Isa pang foul to give, di ba?
They've got to go for it now.
They have one foul to give.
Wala pa sa penalty ng San Miguel. Nambatac is going to inbound.
Ito, kailangan tumira na kahit sino tumanggap. Ito si Ferrer. Tumira ka na, Kevin. Wala.
And it's going to overtime.
Na-overtime pa.
What a game.
TNT managing only 8 points to the 18 of SMB in that fourth quarter.
Why not the intensity level ng TNT bumaba sa fourth quarter? And they allowed San Miguel to play the kind of tough defense that it's known for. Ito yung last attempt ni Kevin Ferrer.
Umabot pa ng OT din. TNT was pretty much in control, but now they need another 5 minutes to see. So, if you're wondering why we're still on at this time, because there's an extension. Extra 5 minutes tayo dito sa Mall of Asia Arena. San Miguel Beer storming back from double digits down to force this first overtime deal.
Hindi natatapos itong laro kasi hinahabol ni George King ang kanyang average.
Oh, nice.
So they got 29
Parang ganun na nga.
points. But his average is 34.8. But here's an extra 5 minutes.
Alam mo,
Basketball time left.
talagang lumamig ang mga mga weapons ng TNT in that fourth quarter. Only 8 points scored. All they needed was 9.
And also the big break ng San Miguel that they had fouls to give down the stretch while yung TNT nag-penalty situation sila very early.
Properly managed ng fouls ng San Miguel. They used those fouls really well. Ralier is off.
From Ralier, yeah. Not
But
there.
Cocontin kept it alive. Nambatac now is... Now they're gun shy. Ralier will put it up and hit a 3 to start this overtime period. Big shot from Hollis Jefferson.
And they're really going to Ralier. Boy, that's putting a lot of trust and confidence in their new import. Element of surprise na sinasabi natin. Kabuntin against George King. That has been the matchup.
Step back 4. June Mar kept it alive. Marshall balik kay JMF.
Ito na. JMF against Galinato. There's
Double
the turn.
thumbs.
And bringing double.
Kick kay Marshall. Marshall. Short jumper. Good.
And for San Miguel, hitting that two-pointer, TNT naman, not giving a 3 or a 4 in that sequence.
Tip. Pero nakuha ni Cobuntin. Got gun shy too. Aurin, no. 3 is good. 2 threes to open up the extra 5 minutes.
Kim Aurin now with 16 points.
Lamang 4.
Hard show by Galinato.
Ito the drive si Don Troliano. The miss but the tip from June Mar Fajardo. You never forget June Mar Fajardo's lurking around there even if you think you've stopped the guy who drove.
But 13 points. TNT giving up 2-pointers, while San Miguel giving up 3-pointers.
Hollis Jefferson to the side. Cobuntin. You know, it seems like Glenn doesn't want to take any shots. Nambatac though is very willing. He'll fall back and get it to go again. Hey, they're shooting well in this overtime, at least in the first minute or so.
Exchange of baskets, but because of the 2 3-pointers ng TNT, they're up by 4.
Ahanmisi.
That's a switch.
The bounce to Junmar. And they foul him to the hoop, and that might have been a good gamble because he's missing free throws this conference.
But nice execution by San Miguel on the pick and roll. Nakita natin wide open si June Mar Fajardo. But here's the shot of Rey Nambatac penetrating and getting the shot. At kanina naman nakita natin si Galinato paid the price in trying to blitz the ball carrier. Kanya nakawala si June Mar.
Apple, miss ka na namin.
Yes, despite failing to close out the game in regulation, Coach Chaltria says we're good. Going to this game, who would have thought would push SMB to overtime? Now, here in the extra period, so far nagagawa nila yung gusto ni Coach Chaltria. Yes, Ralier will be their point of attack and everybody needs to be ready to shoot. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks a lot for that, Apple. And Junmar missing another free throw. That's 3 in a row he's missed. And then he uses the shorts of Marshall again to wipe his hands, which he has been doing for many years now. And George King is now the mop guy. He grabs it from our guy here at Mall of Asia Arena. At siya na mismo ang nagligpit dun sa side.
Ang bait talaga ni George King. Mas kinahari siya sa padalang Batman. That's 1 out of 2.
Cuts the lead down to 3. 81-78, 2:41 remaining. That is so much time left. Ang dami pang pwedeng mangyari.
At si Rahil, ginugulat tayo dito ha. A 3-pointer here in overtime. Siya rin nagdadala ng bola.
Well, the guy's got skills. Hindi lang natin alam kung game shape siya. But, you know, he's proving to be effective. Inside pass to Galinato. He gets swatted away.
Oh, what a big defensive stop there by San Miguel on that block.
That's the value of a June Mar Fajardo. That's some other team without a June Mar. Galinato probably would have gotten that reverse. Lassiter. 3 to tie.
Oh, got it. Got it. That's a 3.
Tabla na naman.
10 points now for Marshall.
At ito, mag-a-announce na naman dito sa Mall of Asia Arena. Pero hindi na tayo maniniwala muna. Last 2 minutes daw, brought to us by Sports Plus. Sige nga. Tira natin kung totoo.
There's a foul.
June Mar commits his second. Watch this. Just a quick release from the #1 3-point shooter as far as makes are concerned
And
in
tie the
PBA history.
So both teams now with one team foul each here. Ranier,
The jeers from the SMB crowd.
what a debut para sa kanya. He makes
Puts that
his
with 16, 12, and 6 assists. Remember, when he was here for the 3 games in 2 seasons ago, he averaged 8.5 assists a game.
two big free throws from Ranier.
Still just a single field goal separating these 2 teams.
And there's a switch. It's Nambatac on George King. The ball is
Ranier
not
guarding
going to
Marshall.
George King.
They're not looking his way. They're looking for June Mar instead. Cobuntin goes around. And every time you try that, I think the referee's going to call a foul. So it's a nice effort, of course. Peram earlier, Cobuntin this time. But it's so hard to get around June Mar Fajardo.
Wala pa sa penalty ang TNT. Now on that second team foul, you're only allowed 2 team fouls here in overtime before you get into penalty.
Wala, hindi
But
basta.
now, nasa penalty na.
Para ikutan si June Mar, parang hindi basta liko yan eh. Parang rotonda yan eh. Kailangan
Oh,
all the way around ka eh.
here we go. It's George King once more. Defended by Cobuntin.
Minute and a half remaining. King makes his move. Tight guarding. Oh, the basket is good.
Oh, what a shot by George King. He's now over 30 points.
Cobuntin cannot believe it. He felt he was just standing up.
San Miguel now in a position.
And Cobuntin is out. Graduate na.
6 fouls for Glenn Cobuntin.
Let's see that again. Let's see that again. I'm curious as to where the foul was.
But it's a tough shot. Foul
Kasi
or
tight
no
guarding.
foul. Yeah. But what a shot coming from George King. Watch it now from another angle. It was a slight nudge. And they called the foul. George King.
Oh, that's a big call right there.
Oh, but he missed!
What a time! Ayaw talaga maghiwalay itong dalawang koponan. Gusto nila together forever.
This could go to double overtime. Now, Poy Aram is back in the fray.
Nambatac the bounce to Aram, the up fake, the kick. Hit Davis! Not that time, not that time. And a foul on the loose ball, Poy Aram.
And George King will be back at the line.
Naubos ang swerte ni Sean Kitevis. He hit 2 big shots earlier in the 4th quarter.
Poy Aram also had a shot, but decided to pass off.
Oh, I don't think he was aware it was Kitevis. You know, you see the uniform, you give it up.
Yeah.
And if he had time to rethink that, he probably wouldn't have given it up.
Here's Galinato.
And that's no disrespect to Sean Kitevis, who's played a great game.
Yeah. And Galinato's back in the game to replace Aram. This could clinch.
Oh. You
George
never know.
King.
You never know. But this could give them the lead, which they have not tasted in a long time. And it does. Lamang na ang San Miguel.
32
And,
points for George King. See CJ Perez asking for one more free throw.
As are the San Miguel faithful, you see them holding up one finger.
Sabi ko talagang hinabol ni George King. Hinabol siya. And there it is. The point upstairs and then the crown for George King.
Well, it's your move, TNT. What are you gonna do? Down 2 now. And it's an unfamiliar situation para sa TNT in this game dahil suddenly sila nag-aabol.
Well, they were up by 16 at one point. Ardeto with a 2-point lead for San Miguel. This is San Miguel's biggest lead in this game. 2 puntos at si George King. Grabe ang ginawa niya dito. He had only 2 points in the first quarter. But he has led the charge for the Beermen. He had a big 4 kanina. And then dito sa ating overtime has taken over George King. Another moment for San Miguel, but the next possession will be TNT's.
Right. And And of course, you know, scoring-wise, King has outshone Hollis Jefferson. Pero maganda rin ang impact talaga ni Hollis Jefferson because of the all-around stats, the rebound, the assists. So yun, si Coach Leo nga ang nagtitimon. Balik tayo sa aksyon. They're coming back out on the hard court. 25 in the second half for George King.
33 in total. I'm curious to find out if TNT will inbound all the way in the back or advance the ball. No, they are inbounding all the way in the back. Ito na.
Nambatac will pick it up.
They'll take the full 24.
San Miguel has also stepped up its defense here in the second half. Nambatac will loop it up. Miss. Galinato is knocked down.
And there's going to be a push.
Foul yan. As Galinato hurts his elbow, it seems.
Pagsak siya doon. He's still on the ground. We've got less than a minute to go in this game.
Must have fallen right on his elbow. Let's check what happened when he falls. Ito yung rebound. There's a push. He's pushed out of the way. You see that? And then where? Hurt his arm. He's holding on to his right elbow. There might need to be a substitution. So they're going to review that last foul. In the meantime, Galinato slow to get up. At para masaktan si Henry Galinato, ano kaya nangyari doon? Dahil akala natin pagpagsak niya sa hardcourt, baka mag-crack yung hardcourt. Eh.
Oo. Sa laki niya.
He's really hurt. Huh?
Here we go. Ito yung miss ni Rey Nambatac.
Yun naman, si Trollano ba o si June Mar na tawagan? Must have been Don, no? And then,
What a leap by Galinato. He actually tipped the ball.
baka dun sa pagtungkod niya ng arm niya, might have been, I can't really see.
He will be replaced here by Kevin Ferrer.
The man is hurt.
After the official review, there's a foul on June Mar Fajardo.
Well, it's June Mar who was called to play. June Mar doesn't concede that. But the foul has been called. It's going to be an inbound for TNT without Galinato in there for rebounds.
And now San Miguel is in a penalty. That was a second team foul nila. You're allowed only 2 team fouls here before penalty in overtime.
There's also a concern for rebounds now if you're TNT. Looking at that 5 that's inside. No one's really a rebounder there. Aurin thought about it. And why not? Why not? He's been making them. And he puts that one in. What a big shot from Kim Aurin. Lamang na ulit ang TNT.
And came out in with 19 points. Gotta give it to this guy.
Drive. George King takes it right back. Lamang na ulit ang SM Beer.
Just a 1-point gap between the two.
Siso na yung ating labanan. Aurin 3. Yes! Again!
Kim Aurin!
Meron pang foul!
He's the man of the moment for TNT. 22 points. Kim Aurin. Gotta give it to him for consistency. Every quarter he has scored.
Hey, but still, 25.9 everybody, and a bonus free throw. We're not even sure it's gonna go in yet. But check out Kim Aurin. He was right in 4-point land, stepped into 3-point land para doon. At hindi pa siya tapos.
Kim Aurin.
Pagbigay rito sa may kanan, tres na, nabangga pa siya.
Charlie, in the previous conference, Kim Aurin averaged 1.7 points in 9 minutes and 15 seconds. And now in this conference, he's outdoing himself. He's averaging 10 points. He's got 22 in this game and averaging 26 minutes a game. What a big...
He's got 7 boards too. So, you know, but this guy has shown us in the past na kaya naman niya talaga tumira mula sa labas.
Looking for a 3-point lead, but
wala. Pero siya rin ang nakakuha ng offensive rebound.
Unbelievable. Aurin is all over the place.
Nasipa palabas ni Don Trollano. And that's still TNT ball. A fresh 14 for them. Kim Aurin gives his team a 2-point lead and keeps the ball alive.
Yeah, siya nakakuha ng rebound off his own miss.
Bouncing the right way para sa kanila. Now Rahir will handle it. He is asking for someone to come set a screen. He'll go around it and attack. Sidestep. Layup is good! Rahir and Kim Aurin have stepped up here in overtime.
Unbelievable.
That's a 4-point lead, but that is not safe. May 4-point shot tayo kay George King and San Miguel.
But Ralier taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, you saw that. He put his hand down. He said, come on.
21 seconds to go. TNT could have just kept the ball and waited for the foul from San Miguel. Pero hindi. Umatake si Ralier. And you watch it here. He went up against George King. And he's got that quickness. He got away from George King and then he scored.
Might have got a hit of the arm too on sa replay, ha? Baka napalo rin yung braso niya. But he'll take the 2. It's a 4-point lead.
Alam mo, nagulat ako. Akala ko, uubusin na ng TNT yung oras and wait for San Miguel to give up the foul on the penalty. But umatake.
Kung ikaw naman ang TNT ngayon, you'll give everything but the 4.
Oh yeah.
Diba? Give everything but the 4.
Right now, they're ahead by 6. Oh, check that. They're ahead by 4.
Everything. You'll guard that 4-point line for your life, for dear life. You're gonna be there.
Unbelievable ending dito. And for San Miguel, you know what they're going to do. They're going to set up for a 4-point shot.
Oh, yun talaga eh. Sigurado magiging strategy yan.
10.4 seconds to go. And if you're TNT,
Pinasok si Paul Varilla.
for defense,
Yep, for defense.
now for TNT, you know that it's only a 4-point shot that can send this game into overtime. So, you give up the foul and gamble on San Miguel going to the line for 2 points because they need 4 to tie it. They don't need a 2. They need a 4.
TNT has a timeout remaining. San Miguel's got 2. But you know, you can't use those timeouts anymore on the floor. You can't call those timeouts. The players can't signal. So Don Trollano mag-i-inbound.
Yeah, and Trollano is a 4-point shooter.
So is Jerica Hamisi. So is Marshall Lassiter. So is this fella.
Varilla is on top of George King. And they give up the foul. There's the foul. They gave up the foul for him to go to the line for two shots instead of 4. 5 make that 6.4 seconds to go.
He'll take that gamble, no?
Yeah.
Pasok mo na yung dalawang yan. Bahala na kung mag-inbound namin mamaya. We'll take care of business is what TNT is saying. But King,
A smart move by Coach Shot Reyes. Rolling the dice.
ideally, could have waited a little bit longer. Pero andun na, bumibuelo na si George King. Kaya binigay na niya.
6.4 seconds to go now. Question is, will he miss the second free throw if he makes the first? So they get a chance
Tama.
to get the offensive rebound.
Gotta make the first,
They have to.
It's
He missed! He missed! He missed the first free throw. He should have made that shot to give them a chance. But he missed.
Hey, he's carried them. So, pagod na yan. Pero, what a time.
It's an 89% free throw shooter.
He's missed 4 tonight.
Now, is he going to miss this deliberately? He does.
No, Rey Nambatac. June Mar didn't know it was behind him because he turned away. And Rey Nambatac chases it down. There's 3.2 left. And now it's Rey with a chance to put this one away.
Well, he deliberately missed the second free throw.
Ganda nga nung pagmintis niya. Actually, went straight down.
It hit the front of the rim. He was hoping that somebody there. Nakuha na sa
Ayun, no?
ni
Papunta na
June Mar.
kay June Mar pero hindi siya nakatingin. Rey Nambatac quicker to the ball as TNT actually has been throughout this game. So mga loose ball na yan.
And this game is over. 3.2 seconds to go.
Tayuan
This'll wrap
bigla
it
yung
up.
mga tao. Rey Nambatac, what a game as well. But Kim Aurin and Ralier Hollis Jefferson dito sa overtime. Sean Kitevis, what a defensive game. 9 rebounds. Check that out for Rey Nambatac from the
That's
point
2 out of
guard
2.
position. There's a timeout. San Miguel will use it. That's their last one.
3.2 seconds to go. But the big story is TNT holding San Miguel to 87 points in overtime.
Yeah.
That's 5 minutes extra for a team that's averaging close to 120 points a game. Kaya baba ng TNT ang kanilang output in this game to 87. All about defense.
So ito nga, Group A action ito. Si SMB will probably drop to 4-2. TNT will go up to 3-2.
What an exciting game. And we did say, every time these two flagship teams of their respective conglomerates face off, expect a massive titanic clash.
Ito mga laro bukas, check them out at the Smart Araneta. Or catch us here on RPTV and the One Sports YouTube channel as well, by the way.
Hoy, Manila Clasico bukas.
Correct. Hindi naman small time ang mga games bukas, di ba?
Oo.
Kasi parehong magaganda yan. Rain or shine Meralco. Tapos meron kang Ginebra, Magnolia. LA will face his former team again. So TNT, relax lang dito. Sige, do what you want.
There's a three-point shot.
Okay, hit pa.
That made it.
Which is something you need as far as the quotient is concerned as well. They're gonna check if there's time left. But Coach Shot will have a happy birthday today. And
sure.
for Coach Ato, just a birthday today. Well, happy rin yan. So we wish them both happy birthdays sa araw na ito. But what a game we
Yeah.
have had, Dean. And
Ito,
fans were treated to a good one.
ba't namigay pa ng three-point shot
Yeah.
ang TNT?
Pero baka ma-foul-foul. Whatever, you never know. Kaya sige na. So Marshall hits that. And the final score is 93-89 pabor sa TNT Tropang 5G. What a victory. What a victory.
There's Coach Ato Agustin. He's also celebrating his birthday today. BGR playing sparse minutes, but it's good to see him back on the floor. A lot of heroes for TNT.
No one bigger than this guy.
Oh, yeah.
This is brought to us by Sports Plus. Ang player of the game natin, Kim Aurin.
Kim Aurin, someone who averaged less than 10 minutes a game, 1.7 points last conference, has certainly outdone himself.
I love the 8 rebounds. 8 from him, 9 from Nambatac. Mga gwardiya yan. Pero ang tataas ng rebound totals. San Quitevis also got some rebounds in this game. Garinato played so strongly inside. Poy Eram as well. 12 points in his comeback game.
Well, si Poy Aram, tremendous contribution para sa kanya. But all in all, it was a great team effort on the part of TNT on the defensive end. That brought them this victory.
At dyan nagtatapos ang ating doubleheader dito sa Mall of Asia Arena. TNT defeats San Miguel in overtime for Quinito Henson and for Apple David and the rest of our crew for this game. Thank you for joining us. The games continue tomorrow at Smart Araneta Coliseum.
Congratulations to our player of the game, Kim Aurin. Kim, paano mo piniga yung sarili mo ngayon na wala si Jordan at si Pogs, lalo na nung overtime?
Yun nga, no, sobrang bigat talaga nung wala sila. And ayun, mabigat na trabaho talaga. Ayun lang talaga, mindset ko talaga, pag libre, tira. And sinasabihan naman ako ng mga veteran, yan, tulad ni Jordan, ni Calvin, ni Roger. Pag sa corner, pag pinasahan ka, tira mo. So ayun lang naging mindset ko. Thank you, Jesus, dahil nanalo kami ngayon.
Kim, kinikwento mo no, na hindi ka 100% coming into today's game. Ano ba yung nararamdaman mo at paano mo lang tinawid ito? Ano bang nakatulong?
Oo, yun nga, no, kaninang umaga, pagising ko, nilalagnat talaga ako. Tinawagan ko pa nga si Roger kasi sabi ko, paano ako magpe-perform? May lagnat ako. Nahiya ako sa teammates ko pag yun nga, hindi napaglaro. And may nakita akong Bible verse nakalagay doon, Isaiah 40:31. Those who put hope in the Lord, they will renew their strength. They will soar on like wings on eagles. Like eagles, they will run and not weary, and they will walk not faint. Yun, pinanghawakan ko lang yung verse na yun, and dininig ni Lord yung dasal ko.
And renewed strength talaga yung pinakita mo ngayon, Kim. Thank you so much for sharing that. Kanino mo nais i-dedicate itong performance mo?
Ano, sorry.
Kanino mo nais i-dedicate itong performance mo?
Siyempre sa family ko, no, and sa team. And ano lang talaga, kay all glory to God lang talaga.
Thank you so much, Kim. Congratulations once again. Let's now hear from Coach Chot Reyes.
Welcome to our post-game press conference. We have Coach Chot Reyes. Coach, congratulations. A happy birthday. Indeed, going,
Happy birthday.
going to overtime, you told your players, who would have thought you'd push San Miguel to OT. Now that you actually beat them, what can you say about this group of guys you have despite not having your key players?
First of all, I really don't know how we did it, but I just, from all of my emotional intelligence and mental strength coaching, I know how important mindset is. So we could have had an attitude going to overtime where we said, overtime na naman, we had the last shot. We could have had that negative attitude. That's why I made it a point to reframe it into a positive mindset. So I said, who would have thought? Okay, don't lose hope. Huwag kayong mawala ng loob. Who would have imagined the overtime natin ng San Miguel without our top 3 scorers? That's easily 60 points a game that we missed coming to this ball game. So, and I think that was important. I think all elite physical performance begins with the mind first, is my belief. And I think that kind of attitude helped this guy do what he did towards the end game. And yun lang naman sa team namin eh. We knew we didn't have a lot of our guys, our main scorers. And so we said, daanin na lang natin sa depensa. So in our practice, that's all we worked on was our defense to limit. Number 1 scoring team in the league sila ngayon, di ba? 120 a game. We limited them to essentially 73 ba in overtime. So thankfully the game plan worked. Yeah.
2 powerhouse teams going at it at the Mall of Asia Arena, SMB and TNT sa ating first quarter. Rey Nambatac, after that jump ball, got things started. It took a while bago nakascore yung mga teams natin, but when they got going, ayun, Rey Nambatac on the run with a foul to boot.
Nambatac was a hero in the previous game ng TNT kung saan tinalo nila ang Converge. But here we go. Si JMF naman, this is his second start in this conference. Nakuha niya yung bola. Hindi mo naman mapipigil si June Mar kung nasa ilalim siya.
That's right. He had a double-double in this ball game. Kevin Ferrer, his lone basket of the game, came in desperation. Patapos na yung clock. Init siya. Pabandang tira pa para kay Kevin Ferrer.
Ito makikita ulit natin yung slow-mo replay of that shot. Na off-balance pa si Kevin Ferrer. Pumasok! That's a 3-point shot.
Watch it one more time. Ganun kaganda kasi nun. And Kevin has shown the ability to do that. So, may kamay naman talaga yan. He did call glass though, but it's gonna count. First quarter, up by 10 ang TNT. Come that second quarter, Gio Halalon, who started the ball game.
Ito yung drive ni Ferrer. Tapos yung dish off. Ferrer with the assist. Halalon with a layup. Ito, tumatakbo ang San Miguel. Hindi siya na lang ni Controliano. Fast break, 2 points coming from the Beermen.
Making a run itong San Miguel, naghahabol. Marshall Lassiter naman sa fast break. Nabasa ni Chris Ross yun, setting him up para sa 3-point basket.
That familiarity between 2 veterans, Chris Ross at saka si Marshall Lassiter. Ito naman, si Hollis Jefferson, the Rallier version.
And at the half, the lead was 8. Pabor pa rin sa TNT. Papasok tayo sa third quarter ng aksyon.
At that point, hirap na hirap ang San Miguel to get its offense going. In those first 2 quarters, San Miguel didn't even score 20 points. Ito naman si George King.
Hits that basket. Only 8 points in the first half. So he started getting warm in that third quarter all the way towards the end of the game. Dami na yung nagawa. But Kim Aurin, very consistent. Every quarter na, nakakashoot siya. Didn't even think about it. Just puts up the shot. And pag ganun siguro maganda naman ang pulso nito.
Oh, too late the closeout. That's Kim Aurin. Got the shot off. Ito naman si Poyeram with a medium-range jumper. He will finish with 12 points. We haven't seen him play in a long, long time. But what a comeback.
He really helped them, no? Yung presence niya inside sa depensa, pati na rin yung mga outside sniping niya. Pasok tayo sa fourth quarter. Ito na nga naghahabol ng San Miguel. And George King decided hindi siya magpapatalo ng basta-basta ganyan. He went on a tear.
Hinahabol niya yung kanyang point average of 34.8 8. Ito yung 4 na tinira ni George King. He's only 4 of the game, but he certainly put San Miguel in a position to win. Ito na naman si George King. He just took over in the 4th quarter. Also because nag-penalty situation na maaga ang TNT. Makikita natin si Kitevis. Ito, on the weak side.
First basket of the game, ni Sean Kitevis yun. And what a time it came to give them a 4-point lead. And then, he was not content. Gusto pa niya ng isa.
Ito pa, yung second field goal ni Kitevis from medium range. Pumasok yun. May awa yung bola.
Tapos pinasok ni Coach Leo Oftria si Don Troliano to create, and that's exactly what he did.
And he wasn't gonna pass the ball. He just threw it up. Siya nakakuha ng offensive rebound at pinasok yun yung bola.
But TNT had a chance to win it in regulation. Only a second and change remaining. They went to Ferrer, and the Hail Mary was way off. Kaya pasok tayo sa extra 5 minutes. Overtime ang nangyari sa birthday ni Coach Chot Reyes.
And so many heroes emerging sa overtime period natin. One of them, our best player of the game. Walang iba kundi si Kim Aurin. Eto, San Miguel gave him the shot. Wide open. Got the three-pointer.
George King had an answer though to give the lead right back. Umatake. Layup good from that left side. Momentarily, San Miguel got that lead, but then may pangsagot lagi ang TNT.
At ang sagot nila, si Kim Aurin. We're gonna watch this shot of Kim Aurin. Again, from three-point distance. Pasok na pasok yun. He was fouled, but he'll miss the free throw. But watch it here once more.
Back-to-back yan. Ito yung una.
Oo, ito yung una. That was from an inbound.
And then the second one, look at that. Nakita niya si George King. Padepensa na, tinira pa rin niya. And he made it. And to
Yeah, he
finish
missed the free
things,
throw, but he got the offensive rebound. Ito naman, si Ralier. He did his job. What a move. The extra step. And then the basket right down the middle.
that pretty much put things away. Nag-exchange pa ng baskets itong dalawang koponan. But TNT pulls it out. They needed extra time. But they got the victory. Hollis Jefferson, Eram coming back to the lineup and providing a boost. But Kim Aurin was the man of the hour.